What's up, level uppers? Welcome to the Level Up Show, episode 196. This is a gaming dedicated talk show on every Sunday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm one of your co-hosts, Andrew. I make the show Midori, and I'm joined tonight by the classy douchebag, Mike McLaughlin.
Hola.
How you doing tonight, Mike?
You know what, Andrew? I am doing good.
Good. I was gonna say your beard's looking good tonight.
You know what I did?
Very full.
I bought a wet brush.
Oh, what's it called?
It's a wet brush. I don't know. It's
Wet brush is kind of like when you like wet spackle, like
yes,
wet
yeah,
sand.
it's wet brush.
Like,
I did like the whole. It's like I got really inspired by Bob Ross. You know, he was always like wetting things down.
Of course, yes.
So that's what I do.
Whacking off, yeah.
It. You know, so I just use that, and it comes out looking like mighty fine. So I constantly feel like I go like this. It's very fluffy. Feel it. It's very fluffy.
I don't really like feeling it. I'll be honest. It's a little creepy every time I feel it, but it does look good. Good for you. Welcome to everybody in the room. We already got about 20 people in here. Very nice to have you all. If you guys like to stream at any point, of course, just hit that heart button here at twitch.tv/thelevelupshow. We will give you a shout out if we can. And don't forget to put on those notifications. Make sure you get alerts whenever we go live. And then, of course, check out all our other channels, whether it be YouTube or Twitter or Facebook or whatever. If you sub, which is really special, you can get a spin of that prize wheel. Anything worth $5 or more. That doesn't just mean subs. That means resubs as well. It means pledging on Patreon, tip, cheer, and we'll even give spins to people that host for 10 viewers or more, since that's very special.
Woo!
When you guys do that. Yes, get that little Shelby woo in there.
Woo!
If you guys do that. We got the Giphies going already.
Just like that guy.
Just like that guy.
Thank you, Gerzon Bear.
We're gonna Giggity. That's awesome.
Good.
Yeah, I think one of the ways I want to start tonight is going through a lot of the new changes that we're making.
Changes.
Okay. Okay.
No?
That's fine. Yeah. Changes. Is that David Bowie?
Oh, now you're making me look like an asshole. I don't remember.
Well, I mean, I don't know either for sure. I think it's David Bowie. Thank you so much to the host that came in, though. That was from Alpha. Host will get you 10 XP. Let's go through a lot of the changes. We talked about it last week, too, but we've added new redemptions that allow you guys to utilize the XP that you have. A lot of you guys are already up there towards 2,000, 3,000 XP. Some of you guys starting low, but you're going to earn XP by watching the stream. You're going to earn XP by doing things like hosting or following or subbing or resubbing or tipping or cheering. All these things will get you XP. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the browser because... What are you singing now?
I don't know.
I have no idea what you're doing.
I told you, I'm in a good mood.
That's good. I'm glad you're in a good mood.
I had a lot of coffee.
What kind of coffee did you have?
So I had a cup of Verona blend, and then I did an espresso blend and mixed it with, I think, another Verona
You
blend?
can stop there. None of this makes sense to me. So
Oh, okay.
I don't drink coffee, you know that.
Coffee.
But what I will do for you guys, explain all the different redemptions you guys can get through Streamlabs extension. You do not have to have the Streamlabs extension open, though, actually. You can just go to streamlabs.com/levelupshow, sorry, which is the website we have up on screen right now. And you can see that we'll follow you on Twitter for 300 XP. We'll give you a Twitch shout-out live on stream and also on social media following the stream for 500 XP. One thing we really would like you guys to take advantage of, we only had 3 questions last week, but we have a dedicated segment now to focus on the questions that you guys ask during the show through the Ask a Question redemption. It's 20 XP. It's one of the lowest redemptions that we have, and I think a lot of people already have plenty to ask questions. And you know, it's hard for us to keep an eye on the chat during the stream.
It is. I'm constantly, if you guys ever see me like squinting and just staring off, I feel really bad because I'm just trying to like pay attention to the chat as much as possible. Andrew can't.
We're talking to each other. It's hard.
Right,
you know?
exactly. He's constantly trying to, care about this, running the show to make sure it doesn't all fall down like Pompeii.
Yes. Like Pompeii.
Is that accurate?
Pompeii fell down, kind of, yeah. More like Humpty Dumpty.
No, I won't say that Humpty Dumpty's...
He fell on the ground.
Yeah, but the show is not a person. It's an entity. Well, it's a cumulative
Let's get one thing straight right now.
Pompeii.
Humpty Dumpty is not a person either, Mike, so...
It's an individual.
Yes. It's
Unless
an
there was like a ton of shit inside of him that we didn't
You guys can
know
ask
about.
us questions using the Ask a Question redemption. And what's great about it is it logs us it for us during the show so that when we get to the Ask a Question segment, we can go through the list and dedicate, 10 seconds, 20 seconds, whatever, to legitimately answer your question. Truth or Dare is kind of like bounties on Gather where you guys can just do whatever the hell you want. You know, you can ask us a personal question for truth, or you could dare us to play a certain game on a certain difficulty, or do this or do that.
Obviously, nothing too extreme.
We can refund your XP. If it's something we don't want to do, we'll refund the XP. So don't worry about asking us to do something and then
Or
losing
something
the
inappropriate.
XP. Yeah, or if it's inappropriate. But I just want to make sure people know that we can refund you if we decide not to do
Although I
certain
would
things.
change that from PG-13 because PG-13 means fuck and a lot of sexual innuendos.
It means one fuck. I mean, we already had
That's two
two
now. That's
already
R.
in this.
That's R-rated.
In this stream already. We've
Now
already had
R-rated.
two. So like, let's take it easy. Twitch follow will give you for 300 XP. 1 month subscription gift. We will
Brand new.
give you a sub. Just started this week for 8,000 XP, and during the holiday season, starting tonight, we will be giving a sub gift every Sunday. So that'll happen
Season
tonight.
of
We will be
giving.
giving a sub gift to somebody in the room through the raffle system.
You guys lost the ability for Scream Tips, so now you
Yes.
have the ability to get a sub gift instead. I like the season thing, Seasons of Giving. I like
Yes,
this.
yeah.
Giving them fun things to do.
Mod Forever, which I will tell you again, nobody will ever get this, guys, because we won't allow you to. It's a tease. I'm legitimately thinking about removing it because it seems like people actually think they're going to get there.
Called it.
Because here's the problem, guys. If you guys are able to get to 500,000 XP, we're in trouble. Because that means you can get like 10 hoodies if you wanted to.
Right.
So that means there's something wrong with the economy if you guys are able to get to 500,000 XP, even within 2 or 3 years. That's too quickly. We can't allow that to happen. So it's a tease, guys. Don't take it seriously. But what you can do, you can legitimately become a mod for a day if you
That's
want.
okay.
If that's something you really want to do, 10,000 XP, you can become a mod for a day. We will give your channel a YouTube sub for 500 XP. You can have a permanent custom welcome message. Like Johnny lost his welcome message recently. He's very upset about it.
Appropriately so.
He's no longer the co-viewer turned mod, whatever that means.
Yeah.
So if he wants it back, he needs to cough up 8,000 XP. Here's where the physical items come in, which is where we need to be especially careful. 25,000 XP for all the t-shirts, 40,000 XP for the hoodies, and if you want a mug, it's 20,000 XP. You can get a personal audio hook for 1 single month for 1,000 XP. You can get a permanent audio hook for 8,000 XP. We'll add you on Instagram for 500. We'll give you a custom welcome message for a month for 1,000. And here are the low ones, which we're hoping you guys take advantage of. We have the M bag. It's back. You guys can type in !M bag. It has a cooldown of like a minute, but you guys can dip in there and pull something out every minute for 50 XP. Or sorry, not for 50 XP, for free. But you can add an item to the mystery bag. It's a custom mystery bag. It's not like before where it was a whole bunch of garbage in there that
Yeah.
nobody wanted. It's all things that you guys have.
I got a dirty Band-Aid.
Yeah, right, exactly. So
on.
the mystery bag is becoming the collection of things that you guys actually put in there, which is kind of cool. So you guys can add more to the mystery bag for 50 XP. We know you guys love our YouTube reactions, especially ones like The Last of Us or this or that. So you can request a YouTube reaction. Once again, we'll refund you if we don't want to do it. But if you want to request a trailer reaction, a video reaction, just enter that link in there for 500 XP. You guys can actually do a live stream audio message. Like right now, you can say something to us live on stream
Oh, okay.
for 100 XP. So it'll pop up on screen with your message, and it'll actually say message incoming. We'll pause, we'll listen, and we'll acknowledge you.
Maybe.
Maybe. You guys can request a subscription gift for 300. So what this means is we have a panel on our Twitch profile, which is a wish list. And that right now it only has one person, which is just a random person. It's not actually somebody who wants a sub gift. It's Pobo Chat, who we love and support no matter what. So, but if you guys want to be put on the wish list so that other viewers could potentially see you on the wish list and be like, you know what, it's the season of giving. As a Christmas gift, or whatever gift, I'm going to give this person a sub to the Level Up show. That's what's kind of cool about it, is it allows the viewers to also support each other, because it's not just going to be us that can do sub gifts. You guys can do sub gifts with each other. If somebody really wants one and just maybe they don't have the money or whatever, you guys can help them out if you choose to. And the wish list will help you see who really wants a subscription gift. And then lastly, something that's brand new, people are already utilizing it. Every 30 seconds, you guys can do ! Giphy space and then the name of the Giphy. If you guys want to see the list of Giphies, just do ! Giphy list. If you want to add to the Giphy library, it's only 10 XP for this week alone. Ends next Friday. You guys can cough up as many Giphies as you want for 10 XP. I'll add it to the library. It goes to 50 XP starting at the end of next Friday. So take advantage of that. Start redeeming those Giphies, and I'll make sure I get all those into the library ASAP. Just give us like 24 hours, I would say.
ASAP.
When it comes to redemptions, give us like 24 hours.
Yep.
You know, we do other things with our lives,
Yep.
or try to at least.
Yep.
And that is the redemption list as it is now, and I'm sure it will continue to grow into something else. Who knows? But all right.
Growing pains.
Thank you so much. Who was the sub from earlier? That was from
Gurzon Bear.
Gurzon Bear, who said giggity.
Giggity.
So let's demonstrate what the prize wheel is here. Let's go there. All right, so anything worth $5 or more. There are some new things on here, too. There's some new things on the prize wheel. One of them being Porn Stash Andrew.
Nice. I forgot to bring the sunglasses over. Oh, wait, did you?
I have my own aviators right here, ready to go. But this one's for Gurzon Bear. Thank you so much for that resub, man. Really appreciate that.
And it is
Ooh, we're getting some XP to
25 XP to Gurzon
just
Bear.
to Gurzon Bear. That's a nice amount of XP right there. Rick, GFN, he has become our points guy. Would you please give Gurzon Bear 25 XP? I'd appreciate that. All right, and I think we're caught up now. I don't think there was any other things. We got some hosts, but not 10 viewers. We're good. We are good.
Yeah.
Oh, another thing that's kind of cool. If anybody like wanted to cheer but never could because of Amazon being the barrier,
Oh, yeah.
you can actually get bits now for PayPal.
Yeah,
For your
which is pretty
PayPal
cool.
wallet, which is a little easier,
Dangerous.
I will say.
Oh, yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah, that too. It's up to you guys. I mean, if you want to cheer or tip or not do any of those, it's up to you guys. But at least it's easier if you want to cheer
Yeah.
now. You guys can get bits much more easily. I know that I always was like, why not have PayPal? What the hell? That's weird.
Yeah, it was a really weird system.
Yeah.
Like, I thought at first they were maybe going to try to implement their own currency or money transfer system like PayPal or now Apple Pay and stuff like that. And I thought they were going towards that, and they might still be, but now it seems like they're just not worth. It's not worth the risk for them.
Right.
So.
Yeah.
I don't know. Tangent done.
Tangent done. Anyway, what were you playing this week, Mike?
Oh man. So anybody that watched the stream on Tuesday saw that I am going headfirst in Mario, trying to get all the moons. I am making it a point. To
Does
get
it
every
give you a
single moon.
percentage of like how far along you are?
I don't know about percentage, but I know how many moons are left. It says I have, like,
Okay.
I think as of right now, I have 114 left
Okay.
out of like 480 or something like that.
Wow.
Yeah, I've been like going hardcore. Now, some of them, as people saw, are really easy. Like if you watch the stream, you could. There are times where you could have watched the stream for less than a minute, and I got 3 moons.
I noticed that. Yeah,
So-
I actually was watching one time and saw.
So it could be really, really, really easy to do, but other ones are going to be really difficult. The one I'm dreading, believe it or not, is jump rope. Have you seen this at all?
No, but it brings
So-
flashbacks to Final Fantasy IX jumper.
I'm going to imagine it's the same idea. So they're in New Donk City, the metro area one. There's a little tiny park, and in the park, these people are doing double jump rope. You know, like the jump rope thing.
Yeah.
And you have to jump rope. Now, there's other weird mini games like this throughout. There's like the races from other ones before. One has a volleyball thing, which I haven't done yet, but you have to hit the volleyball over the net at a beach area 15 times and everything like that. That's a little more difficult because it gets faster and faster, but you know, it's not that bad. There's getting little mini games like this all around. The jump rope, however, you have to jump over the rope 100 times.
Well, Final Fantasy
Without
IX, you have to
messing
do it
up.
1,000.
See, that's just obnoxious.
It is
to me.
obnoxious. There's only
Now-
like a very small amount of people that have gotten the trophy in Final Fantasy IX. So far.
Right, and see, that's the thing is, so the only benefit to this is there is a little bit of a glitch. Now, what sucks about it is Mario, obviously, you know, from playing,
I had to take a little moment to chuckle there.
Yeah,
Sensible
I like
chuckle. Your podcast setup makes me harder than the Cuphead tutorial.
I like that. I like
Thank
that
you.
a lot.
I appreciate that.
Yo, you know who has, by the way, real quick, tangent, I was browsing through things on Amazon, and Funko makes the coolest looking Funko Pops for Cuphead.
Oh,
Like,
really?
I haven't even played the game, and I'm debating grabbing 3 of them.
That is what I'm definitely going to
because
get
they're
around
really
to
cool.
at some point.
Yeah, I'm intending to get. It's only $20.
Yeah,
so
not bad at all.
There's no bad. But anyway, so there is a glitch. You know how when Mario and like Mario 64 and everything like that, you jump and then you jump higher and then you jump
Right.
really high the third time. Well, obviously you're going to hit the top of the rope, so it makes it almost impossible to do it right. So not only do you have to do it 100 times, but you have to make sure that you pause long enough so you don't jump too high.
Right.
So the glitch is that you grab that scooter that you saw them driving around. It has the same jump every time. So that's the only way to really do it with ease.
Interesting.
So anyway, so that's a big thing, but that's really cool. I don't know if you got spoiled on it.
I can kind of imagine.
I know you got spoiled on
what it
the
is.
one part a little bit.
I mean, spoilers potentially for Super Mario Odyssey, but from what it seems is like when you get the end game, it is like the Super Mario 64 castle.
Kind of. It's yes and no. So I'm not going to spoil anything more than that. So you do know some of that. So you saw that, but there's definitely more to that. But man, that game, like, it's just, it kicks in. Like, what the best part of that game is once you finish.
Is the end game, yeah.
Yo, basically that last, like, 3 boss fights, probably the last area, the Japanese area, through to the end, and then the end game was the best part of that game, in my opinion.
Very cool.
So that was good. Johnny and I played duos for Fortnite the other night and won.
Yeah, I heard.
Finally,
he told me. Yeah,
and it took so long, but I don't play that game enough to make it like, oh, I tried so long.
Yeah, same here.
You know, and everything like that. But it was fun. It was really entertaining. It was just like I had to get the clip was funny. I don't know if you saw the one consumable. It makes you look like a bush.
It makes you look like a bush.
Yeah, so basically they added a consumable. It's a very rare one.
Saw bushes moving.
Yeah, so that's what it is. So
yeah.
basically you drink the potion and it basically turns you into a bush.
I see. I'm okay just
around.
hiding in bushes.
So and that's fine, but that's what I did. So at the end it was like me and Johnny versus another team of 2, and I hid as a bush inside of another bush to make me look like an ultra bush. So they really, because you can kind of see if a bush is a person.
Mega bush, I think is what you mean.
Right, exactly. So it was a mega bush. And
I was used as live bait.
I was like, Johnny, build a bunch of walls, just keep building. So they were distracted and thought we were both in there. So they ran that way and just got them from the shotgun as they ran in front of me.
Nice.
They ran in front of me, like not realizing I just
Teamwork,
shotgunned.
man.
It was good. But yeah, I've been playing that. I don't think there's anything else. I got a good glitch deal that I'm excited to jump into. My anger with Pokemon Sun and Moon. I caved in and bought Ultra Sun and Moon. And I'm also going to start playing Splatoon 2. Because Toys R Us had a glitch where you could use 3 different coupons and get 49% off of any games or any of their stuff.
Oh, nice.
So I got Splatoon 2, and then they had on 3DS games, buy one, get one, 48% off. So I got Splatoon 2, Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon just came out Friday, and I spent $63.
Wow, that's really good.
Yeah, so I was like, I can't not. So
Yui Pads, or how, I'm sorry if I'm saying your name wrong.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, thank you for the follow, really appreciate it. Second, how's Fortnite compared to PUBG? It's very different. But also the same in a lot of ways. It is, Battlegrounds, Royale, whatever you want to call it, but it's so much more arcadey. And more fast-paced, that it feels like an entirely different game just based off that alone. And when you add in the mechanics of building forts and all that, it does add this dynamic that makes it far enough removed from PUBG to feel like a different experience, but it still is, in essence, a Battle Royale game.
By the way, we have a couple of newer people that I really like. Cito is really cool. I've been talking to him a lot. Alpha Overlord. I really like this guy, but I really don't like that statement because I feel that Fortnite is far more polished than PUBG ever has been yet. PUBG
I would agree,
just recently added the ability to jump over a wall. Like, come on. Here's the thing, and I've said to somebody else, like, why would people play Fortnite? PUBG has this weird allure. Like, me and Johnny were talking, like, I kind of want to go back to it because I go back and forth. It has this odd, like, almost like a more tactical sense.
Mm-hmm. Oh, 100%, yeah.
It's almost like comparing, like, Call of Duty to SOCOM, in a way. It's a little bit more...
Yeah, SOCOM's more strategic and
exactly, stuff like that. So, Fortnite is definitely that jump in and play a few rounds, but, like, Battlegrounds, like, I feel like, to me at least, I had to, like, mentally prepare myself in a way to be like, all right, I have to get in this
Well, there's a lot more at stake in Battlegrounds, too, which is a little bit frustrating for some people that you can spend, like, 30 minutes and sometimes not even see anybody, and then you finally see somebody and you just get killed, and it's like, all right, back to the beginning. But Fortnite, like, you can... Sometimes it's like 5-minute matches. Like, it moves so quickly sometimes. And I just jumped into Fortnite, for the first time in a while too recently, probably in like a month, and I was like, wow, this looks completely different. All the menus are redone.
Oh yeah, the launch menu, like when you jump right in, it's not just like a blank screen.
And they had like Halloween theme going on at the time.
I'm sure they'll do a different one. And
so I was like, oh wow,
right. So there's different things, but each one has its own. So I would say it's less polished. It just focuses on different things. PUBG, I can tell you every single issue I have with that game. But I really like Fortnite, and I like PUBG a lot. But Fortnite is really goofy and fun.
I'll get back to those, but right now I've been focusing on Persona 5 because I finally got to it. I played like 1 or 2 streams months back, and then finally after beating Evil Within 2, I told everybody, all right guys, it's gonna happen. Finally I'm gonna start Persona 5 up again, and I played it 3 times this week, and I'm just like totally in the zone. it's a better start than Persona 4 Golden had, in my opinion. Because remember, that was always my complaint
Right.
about Persona 4 Golden, is that those first like 5 hours are like honestly
And
dreadful in my opinion.
I wanted to play it, and you were just like, you're not going to want it.
It's
You're gonna
tough,
give
man.
up.
Those first 5 hours of Persona 4 Golden are just so slow, so much dialogue that it just in tutorial, it's just so slow. But this one, it throws you right into the action with a flash forward scene, and then after that, just the way the combat works in the game. Not even just when you're in combat, but when you are approaching enemies and sneaking in and out of stealth. It's just, it flows so well. And on top of that, I'm attached to the characters already. The story is great. It's already seemingly going to be a better Persona than 4, which I thought was amazing. So I'm really excited to get back to it. It's one of the reasons I know, like on Friday, you're like, you should play, your branch out stream for Friday night. It was twofold. First of all, playing Persona is almost like branching out right now, because I haven't played a JRPG since World of Final Fantasy.
Right.
It's been a really long time since I've actually played the genre that I love so much. And then on top of that, I felt like people really wanted to see me keep doing Persona 5. Like, I finally gave it to them. Like, am I gonna really take it away and like do a night of Fortnite or PUBG? It didn't really make sense. So I kept going with Persona 5. I am Zate with the brand new sub, I believe.
Yeah, appreciate that. Thank you.
Brand new sub. How'd you find us tonight? I am Zate. I did post in Twitch Connect, so if you're coming from Twitch Connect, appreciate you being here. Alfredo, one of our new viewers as well, he recommended a Facebook group called Twitch Connect, and so far it's been getting us a few new viewers.
Yeah, I have
very
a couple
generous,
of them
very
on
supportive
Facebook,
viewers,
yeah.
which is awesome. So if you're from Twitch Connect, happy to have you here. Thank you so much for the sub. We're actually going to give you a wheel spin right now.
Now, do you think I would enjoy it? Like, as I'm seriously debating grabbing it. Like, Black Friday, they have it for what? I think
know,
$30.
man.
Bucks.
I don't know.
I'm trying to, like, I want that, like, really deep, rich, like, I don't care as much about the story, but I do like things that have, like, depth to it, that have, the ability to level up characters and, find the new abilities and...
The story's pretty dark,
like
for
that.
one. Let me say that off the bat.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty damn dark, the story. I think that the barrier for you would be if you can't kind of stand, like, really melodramatic anime. Like, it's full-blown anime. You know what I mean? So that's something that just kind of rubs you the wrong way.
Do you have an example?
Like, more than, like, Pokemon the anime, like, not like that. Like, this is melodramatic anime. And I don't really have an example for you, but I would think you kind of
You'll
know
be streaming 2 more times before Black Friday comes around.
Yeah.
So I'll watch your streams and see if it's something that I can take.
For me, it's a charm of Japanese RPGs.
Right.
Like, I love the melodrama. That's what I play those games for. Part of why I play those games. So I'm into that, but I fear you might not be, and it might just kind of pull you out. I think you probably would love the combat system. It's a lot of fun. The relationships and, trying to find out who you want to be your waifu, like all that shit is amusing and a lot of fun, but I don't know if the rest of it would be for you. It's really hard to say. I've never seen you play a game like Persona before.
No, but I think I would like to do that. Like, I want to have a stream where I branch out, but that's also why I want to do the Nintendo thing. But I don't know. We'll see.
Gerzon Bear says, "Aren't you able to seduce your adult teacher?"
And they caught some flack for it.
I don't know. I haven't gotten that far yet, but yeah, you can woo a whole ton of different
Rick
characters.
said, "I did it. Regret nothing."
They're already like telling me like who not to go after, because right now the only characters I can go after are An, and I'm drawing a blank on the name of the doctor who's basically Walter White and making you illegal meds. I can't think of her name off the top of my head. Futaba, is that her name? I don't know. Well, whoever, the doctor and Anne are the only ones that I think I can woo so far, and everybody's like, no, don't do An. There's another girl later on that you're gonna want to woo.
Yeah, I saw them.
Yeah, like both Hids and Rick, they were like,
yeah, they had like this
one
whole,
or two. Like, this is my one or two
inside thing.
So that's the tough thing with that game, is like, there's all these opportunities already where I can tell I could go after Anne, but she's the first girl like I met in the game. Like, I need to see what else is out there.
But
like,
you can only choose one.
No, you can like screw over a girl mid-game and be like, all right, I'm just gonna pull away from you and go after somebody else.
Ghost them.
Yeah, you can kind of ghost somebody. You can, but it's gonna come back to you. Like that character is going to be like, what the hell happened?
Right.
But yeah, you can ghost somebody like mid-game if you decide to. No, that's not her name. I forget it now, actually. Yeah, the Doctor. You guys know what I'm talking about if you play Persona
Dr.
5.
Zhivago.
Dr. Walter White, the female version of that.
That's not accurate.
But it's awesome so far, and I'm so excited to get back to it, and I will tomorrow night. I stream Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, guys. And Mike typically on Tuesdays, although he might not this week. Just keep an eye on Twitter.
Might change.
We had 50 people in the room.
We
Thank
did,
you so
and
much
we
for
did do a
joining us,
wheel
guys.
spin.
Yes, exactly. It's a good time to show it off. Guys, this is the wheel. We spin it for anything worth $5 or more. That means subbing, resubbing, pledging on Patreon, sharing, tipping, hosting for 10 viewers or more. This one here is for I Am Zate, brand new viewer. Automatically became a sub through Twitch Prime, which is amazing. Appreciate that so much, Zates. And you are getting...
something small.
Which is good. Oh,
audio hook.
An audio hook for
Nice.
a month. So now that you are a sub, this is perfect for you. Whisper us with what you want your audio hook to be. You can send us a YouTube link, whatever. Try and keep it to like, a few seconds. Let me find I Am Zate first and make sure I friend him so that he can. I just passed him.
Did you?
I did. Where he is.
There he is.
I'm going to friend you, I Am Zate. That means that you can whisper me now. Just accept that request. Whisper me with what you want your welcome message to be, and you'll get that for a month. Oh,
thank you,
Johnny. There's Johnny.
Tip.
He used a cheese bomb too.
Sub DIDNT count for whatever reason. But could Mike DIDNT care if I lived or died in Fortnite? Have some bush money.
DIDNT.
Apparently, this is not how to say didn't.
I guess you have to put the apostrophe in there. Or it doesn't work.
Wow, that's kind of weird.
There is like low-level spam on, so maybe it.
He did say that he subbed, and it just didn't show. So I don't know if that's accurate or not.
Okay. Did you refresh the page and share your sub, Johnny? When you sub, guys, you resub. You have to refresh the page and then share your anniversary for it to actually pop up as an alert.
Yeah, Johnny. Get with the program.
I mean, I'm not the one who made this decision. I think it's dumb, personally. But that does seem to be what causes the alert to happen. So, try that out, Johnny. But either way, we're going to give you a wheel spin now for your tip. Thank you so much for the $5 tip from Johnny Poolside, also known as the Puss-Filled Scab. And the wheel has spoken! Oh, what is that? What is that? That's a costume chest. I'm putting on something.
Do it up.
I'm doing something. Not my first rodeo. Yeah, I refreshed and opened 3 new pages. Share option never showed up. All right, we're going to spin for you anyway then, Johnny. We believe you, obviously. You've been subbed for us for how long, man? We know how it is. This one is for Johnny Poolside for that resub.
Do it up.
Do it up. Oh! 10 XP to the entire room! Rick, make it happen, please. GFN. Give 10 XP to the entire room. I'm going to go grab something from that there costume chest. Do that. Let's see. What do I want to do? What do I want to do?
I don't know. I say you put a wig on.
Okay.
One of the wigs. Can you do the wig and the bear mask?
They would do the wig and the aviators.
The wig and the aviators? That's kind of lame.
Really? You think
Yeah,
so?
I kind of want something else. You could do, like, one of the jackets. You already have a jacket on. That's a little tough. Hat's going to be tough. What's in the other
I'm not putting on
thing?
Spider-Man. That's just
No.
too rough.
Yeah, it's annoying.
I don't know, man.
What do you got over there?
I
forget
can put on
what
the
you
gloves.
got. No, you can't. We have too much to do right now.
The gloves are going on.
Just cry. That's not going to work out, dude.
We have too much to do, but the gloves are going on. Now I can't see. It's all a mess, guys. It's all a mess. All right, I'm leaving one glove off. I'm a one-handed Lego man. Just because I need to control the keyboard. Oh my god, this is... I can't see, guys. All right. All right. Haha, yes, the claws. It's the claw.
Haha, yes, the claws.
All right. Let us move on.
No, it's not.
Oh, never mind.
Let's do a wheel spin.
I didn't have my head
Because that was
set in
for,
yet.
sorry, I didn't say, Yui pads.
Oh, brand new viewer as well.
Thank you so
oh my
much.
god. What was that? Was that a Twitch Prime? Let me check. What are you guys doing to me tonight? Thank you so much for the follow, too, that just came in. Yeah, that was Twitch Prime. Using that Twitch Prime sub on us. We really appreciate that. If you guys are choosing us for Twitch Prime sub.
I appreciate that.
That's amazing. So we're going to give another wheel spin. Here, this one goes to Yui Pads. And let us know if we're pronouncing that wrong. Apologies if we are. This one is for you, man. And that follow, while we're waiting, that came from Fathead. Thank you, Fathead. Yay! You get a costume now.
Oh, boy.
You get a costume. You get a costume.
Oh, I just pulled it out of my ear and it popped. That sucks.
All right, so Mike is going to put on that there costume chest. I'll wait, actually. I was going to start Has No Game, but we kind of need you for that, don't we?
Do we?
Yeah, kind of do. It's U-Pads, Mike. U-Pads.
UA pads.
Just so you know.
UA pads.
No, just you. U-Pads.
UA.
I don't blame anyone for saying it wrong, though.
Yowie pads?
This wig is the worst. It itches so much.
I forgot about that.
Yes, I forgot about that too.
Oh my god, that's gonna be great. In
The holiday season is upon us, so we get to use
God.
it again.
I'm looking forward to that.
Rick will be giving you guys 10 XP. It doesn't always pop up immediately. Sometimes it takes like 5 minutes, but you guys will get your XP. Don't you worry. Don't you worry about that. Come on, Mike, speed it up, man.
Hold on.
Oh my god, are you really gonna put that on? That thing's the worst. That thing's the worst. And with the beard, it's gonna be just the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. Thank you to the best 4414 for the follow.
Oh, it like gouges my eye holes.
I know it sucks, dude.
Oh my
you made
God.
you made a poor choice in costume today. Wow, that's just the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. It doesn't actually go over your eyes.
No,
So,
really,
good luck
it just,
seeing.
Like, pokes your eyes.
Oh my god, another sub! Girl, the games with the resub. We can't get started.
That's fine.
We just can't get started.
Let's break
tonight.
the wheel, guys. Because what happens, Andrew, when we break the wheel?
We give a gift card.
We do give a gift card. And we have the extra ultimate wheel.
We do have the extra ultimate wheel, but that's only for staggering us with a 33-33 tip. All right, another spin. This one for Girl That Games. Thank you for
Oh
that
my God,
follow
this is
again.
the
Really
worst choice
appreciate
I've ever
that.
made in my life.
Will these costumes stay on all stream? No, they will not. Usually around 10 minutes is what we draw the line.
Woo!
Video game 20 questions with Girl That Games. Girl That Games, are you willing to play with us? If so, we will play. It might take the entire stream, but we will play with you in the chat with video game 20 questions. Let us know if you are willing, and if so, let us know when you have decided on a video game character or video game. That is the one thing you do have to let us know, though. You have to let us know if it's a character or a game that you're doing. That's what she said. That does not work in this situation, Johnny. That just was the worst. All right, moving on. Let us get into the official non-gaming portion of the show. It's called the Level Up Show Has No Game, guys. 3 non-gaming topics at 2 minutes each. Are we ready?
My eye holes hurt.
That means you're ready.
Sure.
First up, in Has No Game. Let's talk about that there Justice League a little bit.
Okay, let's
But
talk
first, Ben Affleck is searching
Affleck.
for a graceful way to leave the
Is there
DC
such a thing?
cinematic universe. And he said, quote, "You don't do it forever. So I want to find a graceful way and cool way to seek out of it." Do it forever? How long have you been doing this?
Yeah, apparently
Ben?
forever is
How
like...
long?
Now, here's the thing. I think here's what sucks about this is that it's not that I understand his... And I agree with his wording, but you have to remember, too, they announced him as Batman... How long has it been? 4 years ago? 5 years ago?
Yeah, it's been a while. I
Something like
guess.
that, right? So it
Not
was
long
like
enough.
it was like 5 years ago. So it's not that long, but he's only been in one movie, technically two now. All right, his second movie only just released. For the past 5 years, he's been in like production limbo and not been able to do much else.
Yeah, when it
much of
started
anything
off, he
else.
was supposed to be writer, director, and star of the solo Batman movie, which is crazy that when we're finally getting to the solo movie directed by Matt Reeves, he might be stepping away.
Right.
And what's crazier about that is that supposedly Matt Reeves is already preparing for the idea by searching out new stars to take over the Ben Affleck role. And he has a short list. At the top of the short list, and this is going to be very
This is
surprising, I think,
gross.
is Jake Gyllenhaal.
Pass, hard pass.
I
Hard,
love him as
hard,
an
hard
actor,
pass.
but I actually
do.
always
I
imagined
really
him being
do.
like a Joker.
You
Ever
know what's
seen
funny? I've
Nightcrawler, I
actually
was like,
said
this
that.
guy could be the Joker.
I've said that a while ago. I think me and Rick had a conversation about him.
Yeah. On top of that, Justice League, very disappointing for the weekend. Supposedly, it might not even pass 100 million.
Jesus.
It
They
got-
expected it, even though they expected it to not do well review-wise, they thought it was at least going to sell a ton
They
of
wanted it
tickets.
to at least beat Thor Ragnarok when it comes to box office, and that is not going to happen.
No.
Kelly has put a poll into the chat for you guys, or will do any second, and that is, who do you guys want to play Batman if it were to be a replacement for Ben Affleck? Would it be Jake Gyllenhaal, John Hamm, Carl Urban, Armie Hammer, or somebody else? John Hamm is the other one supposedly on the short list that I actually can get behind. I like that choice. Second up, Sony is developing another Spider-Man spin-off movie. You remember Morbius the Morbius
I
the
do remember
vampire?
Morbius the Vampire. I thought this was very interesting, and I really hate Sony for being such an asshole.
I can't wear this much longer,
I
guys.
know, dude. My eye, like it's literally Pokemon. eyeball.
Yeah, forgot all about this character, and then I watched this clip when putting together the videos for tonight, and I was like, oh my god,
Right?
this guy who sucked blood through his hands.
Yep.
Like, why? You're a vampire. Why through the hands? Either way, though, supposedly he's actually one of the better, more obscure
He
Spider-Man
is.
villains.
I like him, but the problem is then it's just my issue with this whole thing, and I understand Sony needs to do something to make money with the license that they bought.
Yeah.
But they're really reducing the quality of films that they can make in other forms. Like I think my issue with this movie and many of the other ones, like the Venom movie and everything like that, is they keep taking these characters as singular properties out of an entire universe. And if it wasn't for the main character, that universe would never have existed. So like.
Right.
You can't just take Morbius, you can't just take Venom, without including in Spider-Man in some way. It doesn't work like that. You can start it off there and maybe spin off later on, but that's not your origin. You don't just start with, Morbius the vampire being like, look at me, guys, this is really cool. You have to start with showing them why they
And
need
like,
to care.
if they do this, is it like so separated that some people won't even realize it's a Spider-Man spinoff, or do
That's the
they
thing, is like,
include
yeah.
Spider-Man in it, like in a very minor role? I also want to say real quick that
I'm
I'm
really
not
glad
a
I put this
fan
last
of the whole villain movie thing.
So, you know what's interesting, and I was actually thinking about that, and I thought we just had this conversation, but, like, you can't do an origin story for a villain without setting up and again, just like I was just saying a second ago, but you can't do it without setting up the universe. Like, why the hell do I care about this person?
Yeah, and
Like,
why
set
do
it
I
up.
like you can only end it one way that would be satisfying for most viewers, and that is for that villain to redeem himself. But if that's the case and that's how it ends, that villain is no longer really a villain, which kind of ruins
Right,
it.
but see, I disagree. I actually think it would be awesome if you hated him and needed the hero to come back to finish him off.
Yeah, that would be cool, but that's the thing is all the villain movies so far haven't done that.
Right,
like Maleficent
exactly.
and all this,
No,
they
they're
always
not-
like redeem
they're
themselves
too
at
safe.
the end.
It's actually kind of a pussy move. But
And lastly, and has no game, a Lord of the Rings TV series is coming to Amazon. If you guys remember, maybe 2 months ago, we talked about how the Amazon CEO said, quote, bring me Game of Thrones. And he was saying, not literally, bring me Game of Thrones, I want it on Amazon. He was saying, I want a show that is going to perform as well as Game of Thrones on Amazon. And this has got to be the ramification of that statement. Lord of the Rings, they're not going to focus on the ring tale, like the trilogy that we all know and love. They're not going to focus on the Hobbit. There's going to be other tales from within Tolkien universe. It could be Tom Bombadil, whoever. They're going to focus on those side stories and bring together this universe for Amazon. How you feeling about that? Uh-oh. Really?
Oh my god,
No
this is
faith?
the stupidest idea in the entire world. I hate it. I hate it so much.
Explain yourself.
I see. Don't mistake this. I think that exploring worlds and universes that they've made like this is a phenomenal idea. I don't trust this at all in any way. I don't trust anything, honestly, that Amazon has done so far. Every one of their original shows has only been relatively okay at best.
Which ones have you watched?
Oh man, I watched. What was that one with?
Did you watch like Man in the High Tower?
I did start Man in the High Tower.
Or is it Castle?
I got
Man in the High
part of
Castle?
that. Was it?
Is it Tower or Castle? I don't know. Either way. Have you watched
Man in the High
Transparent?
Castle. Man in the High Castle was okay. I thought it was a little bit. I thought it had a much more potential than it actually fulfilled. What was that? Wow, what was that one? See, I can't even remember. Hellboy. What's the Hellboy actor?
Ron Perlman.
Ron Perlman. I watched that one with Ron Perlman. That was supposed to be really good. That was only okay. Like, they haven't produced anything of that quality, and I don't trust them with this property at all anyway.
Lord of the Rings is my favorite film trilogy of all time. I like it more than Star Wars.
I can agree with you on that.
I think it's the biggest achievement in film history.
Yes.
Honestly, I
So,
really
can
do. I
we
think it's
just-
the biggest achievement in film history. And so I have very high expectations
Right. Well, that's the problem. Isn't
for
that an
a Lord of
issue
the
for you?
Rings, anything. So yeah, this has got to be real good.
Okay, I was gonna say, I was like, that's what's concerning to me, is that they're never going to, in my opinion, surpass everything that started it. So it will never be of the same quality level.
I will watch this without a doubt because
Oh, I'm sure I will.
I love the
watch
property.
It. Whether or not
I need
I
to
will
see how it
go
is.
like finish it, I might not pass one episode.
I just wonder, like, what is the budget going to be for it? Like, are they going to put in
I can't
what's
do this
required? Because
My God.
I mean, I don't know what the route they're going, what stories they're trying to tell, but
Ah.
I imagine the budget is going to be quite large for a Lord of the Rings
It better
TV
be.
series. I can't handle the clutter. Hand it over.
Oh my God.
We got to clean up.
Oh my
People
God.
can see this. It's not okay with me. All right. There you
Oh
go,
my
guys.
god, dude, that
I'm
poked
sorry
me
for the clutter. It's all
in the
better now.
eyeballs.
Yeah, that thing sucks. He made a poor choice.
Oh my god, that thing needs to get thrown away.
Better than Star Wars, yes. Yes. I like Lord of the Rings more than Star Wars, I will say. I love Star Wars too, don't get me wrong. I think Star Wars is amazing. I think Lord of the Rings is something just really special that you'd never get, honestly, otherwise. The Hobbit, didn't even come close, trilogy, just because it wasn't really meant to be that. So, failure there. Moving on. Did we miss anything? Are we good? I think we're good. Yeah, we spun for Megan. We got our costume chest in there. We got 55 people in the room now. Don't forget to share the show, guys. Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, wherever you can. Share the show. Share clips. That's a great way to bring people in. Let's see if we can get to 60 and maybe even 70 viewers tonight. That would be special. I am Zate. Whispered me. So you will need to wait until our next stream because I'm not going to be able to do it now live, adding your audio hook. But I will do it in the next 24 hours.
Did you choose what he wanted to do?
He, I think, has whispered me, but
Okay.
yeah, so just whisper me with whatever you want your audio hook to be. I will make it happen within the next 24 hours. I will give it an exclamation point command, and that will show up on our profile. You'll see a list on our profile of our audio hooks, and there will be one that says courtesy of I Am Zate, and that will be your audio hook that you can activate.
I don't think you like Mountain Dew Baja Blast, do you?
No, I do not.
Yeah, you don't care for that one.
I did try the holiday blend.
They have. Did you see that one in the black can that it comes in now? It's only in cans, as far as I know.
I have
had
not
it the other day.
had that,
It's really
no.
good. If I see it again, I'm gonna grab it for you. That's my favorite Mountain Dew now.
I don't think anything will ever top.
I believe you because
Code
I think
Red
it's
for
almost
me.
a nostalgic thing for you.
Code Red is something that is a part of me now. It lives within me.
It's sips of high school.
Yes. Moving on, Mike. Let's get on with what we call here the community question of the week.
Community question of the week is where you all fine folks can go to our Discord server that you should be on right this moment. If you're not, I'm disappointed in you. And you can go to the community question of the week tab. In there you will find a question that we pose to you, and we want your answers, your words, your opinions that I might care or not care about at all whatsoever. Those that ventured to see if I would give a shit, start with... Oh, wait, no. I
What's
need
the question
first?
Yeah.
Question this week was, how do you feel about the controversy surrounding EA and the Battlefront 2 microtransactions / loot crates? Do you feel that all the hate EA is receiving is completely deserved, or has the situation been blown out of proportion?
Let us wait ourselves to discuss this after we go through all the questions.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I'm completely fine with that. So, Blaster QB210 responded with, I suspect it's out of proportion, mostly because of certain mechanic aspects and overthinking of it all. Like the requirements to activate the heroes won't change, I think is what he meant.
Yeah, I think that's what he's trying to say. Yeah.
From Vader all the way to humble Iden.
I'm guessing that's a character that I do not know of.
I don't know. Maybe they're overthinking, overblowing it because we're dealing with skill issues, missing info that doesn't add up. I'll still sit on my money and think about it, and if I'll show any interest, I just use Eden and go on a rampage until she's activated. I want to know what this Eden is.
I don't know that character.
I don't.
I would say like Iden
Iden?
or Idun.
Odin?
Idun.
Idun?
Idun.
Dune's a good movie.
Idun.
I done. I am.
I done.
I done. With
I done.
this. That was. I mean, I get it.
But he's one of the few actually that thinks it's out of proportion potentially.
And okay.
Yeah,
I respect that opinion on that. I mean, you stated why you thought. I mean, it's a good question. I'm going to wait and give my opinion, like this man informed me to.
Yes,
let
us wait.
Because it was informed and well thought out, I'm going to give you 1,000 points to Slytherin.
Next up.
That's it later. Next up was Angelique, who said completely deserved. I hope it's about time that game companies realize that this is not okay way to operate. Expecting gamers to pay $60, $80, $100 for some of a game and content, and then to pay extra for the rest. Microtransactions are fine if they're for vanity / non-impacting items in the actual game. Else, they are not okay. Yeah, I mean, I get that. So you have literally two complete ends of the spectrum right here, I feel like.
Yeah, right.
One that
I
said,
agree with definitely parts of this here when it comes to like I'm okay with vanity stuff, like as I'll say again later. So I would agree with that there, and it also is a differentiation between like is the game free to play or is it something that costs you already $60, $80, $100?
Right,
that does
absolutely.
determine for me like my feelings on the microtransactions.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes, that's a good answer.
So
Very
would
good.
you?
I would give. I think she deserves just as much as Blaster. I'm going to give 1,000 points to. I feel like she would be in Ravenclaw.
See, I always see Hufflepuff for it.
Hufflepuff.
I think.
All right, all right. 1,000 points to Hufflepuff for Angelique.
Dirty Habanero responded with, "It is like every game in the current market. They sell you a game, then nickel and dime you to no end with DLCs and extras. I love Fallout, but it's been that was for multiple generations too."
So it sounds like he's just kind of saying like, "Hey guys, this is the way it goes. Deal with it."
In a way, yeah. I think he just doesn't like it as well. He kind of showed his opinion in there.
It's just like the way of the world. We're gonna be.
Right.
These are companies that want your money. They're gonna nickel and dime you. Kind
Now,
of thing, right?
I like the spicy pepper, but I think his answer this week was a little weak, kind of on the light side. I'm gonna give 50 XP to Gryffindor.
Gryffindor.
Moofy,
There's
with
a
a
long
wordy
response.
response, says EA deserves it. They've been notorious for pulling off this crap for a number of years now, online past anyone, and it should come to no surprise that they've exploited real currency loot boxes to the fullest, something I believe has no place in a full-price game. If the fact that the ludicrous amount of time to unlock heroes wasn't enough, the community team's response, which is now the most downvoted comment in Reddit history, should be the proof in the pudding that they are full of it. I've been saying it for months now with loot boxes in general, that it's a bad practice and in an industry marred by bad practices designed to siphon as much money out of our wallets as possible. I think it's a huge level of disrespect to the consumer, even before realizing that they could be promoting a form of gambling to children using a Disney property, and really, if a game needs to go to these lengths to recover the money they spent making it, then maybe big budget games simply need to go away.
There's a lot of truth in there. I
Yes.
agree with definitely several parts of that. I think some of it is a little overblown, to be completely honest, but I think that there's a lot of truth in that comment there. We'll definitely delve into that one. I think it's long-winded, but he covered a lot of territory in there, and he clearly was very passionate about this answer, and that's why I want to give 1,500 points to Moofy, and he belongs in. He's an intelligent man. I'm going to say Ravenclaw.
You know what? I was thinking Ravenclaw.
1,500 points to
We're on
Ravenclaw.
the
They
ball
take the
today.
lead.
Awesome. Hetman RX, who is absolutely in Hufflepuff with that name always, every single time, says, "I believe EA is cashing in on a culture of instant gratification. Nothing wrong with that at all. It isn't extra content. You are buying a game to play it, right? Why pay more to skip playing? That makes zero sense to me, but apparently it makes dollars by the buttload." Oh, boatload. I like buttload.
Buttload, too.
By the buttload for EA and other developers. Can't knock the hustle. Man.
So that's just
that
kind
is
of
a Hufflepuff answer right
that's
there.
just a very rational answer there. Stop
Yeah,
being
right?
rational, Hitman.
Right? Sensationalism at its best. I don't know.
I think it's a fine answer. It's kind of on the
Yeah.
other side of the spectrum,
Right.
and kind of sympathizing with the publisher end a little bit. Like, guys, think of the publisher and the money they want to get.
Right.
But there's nothing necessarily wrong with it. I'm going
Right.
to give 500 points
To Hufflepuff.
to Hufflepuff.
Okay, I'm cool with that. Next one is EXG Cito, who said, "I find it unfair that a game many people were looking forward to is going to be ruined by pay to win. EA is a big dog to say in game devs, so the fact that they want more money, though, to pay to win just bothers me. Why do they need more money? They seem to be doing just fine. It's
true.
a ton of BS that should truthfully be shut down. I really liked the beta and wanted the game, but I can't afford pay-to-win games, so I was really disappointed. I liked EA and tried to look past it, but it was almost impossible. I thank you for your time."
I love the end there.
You know what's funny
This
is while
is
reading
interesting.
that, I was thinking of him as Slytherin, just for the sheer fact that he has passion behind this. Yo, I don't know, it's not negative or anything like that, but he thanked me, and that's definitely not a Slytherin thing to do.
Well, he did write it to us in parcel tongue, so, you know.
That's true.
He's
All right,
definitely
I
a
guess it's
Slytherin.
Slytherin, yeah.
No, but this is true though, that I remember him defending EA many times. He clearly was like an EA guy, and defended them on multiple occasions. And now even he can't stomach it anymore. So it's interesting to see him turn around on that. And for that reason, I think we're gonna give 1,000 points to Slytherin.
I'm okay with that.
Moving on.
And finally, with the review guy 77JR, who said, "I myself have played the game and chose to return it. The fact that I paid $80 for the game and then need to pay for character unlocks, it's just unnecessary. I would understand if it was free to play, but it's not. I will not be returning to the game unless they fix it.
Interesting. The only person that, as
Very
you said, that they
sensational.
got the game.
Right, exactly. So here's the thing: is that this person actually had the game. You know, John had grabbed it, he played it. He said he was going to give it a chance, but he returned it, I think, within like a day or two. He said.
Right.
That said, it was definitely a sensationalist answer.
I mean, I don't see anything wrong with returning a game that is doing these kind of practices. And if you feel like it's taking advantage of you or is not what you thought it would be, I think there's nothing wrong with getting a refund on your game. So I don't think there's anything wrong with that part of the comments. I mean, honestly, I'm okay with all this. Well, I will not be returning to the game unless they fix it. I'm curious what that means to you, how they would fix it. They did currently remove the system that was in place.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean that they won't bring it back. We're going to talk about that in a second. But overall, I think this is a fine answer. I'm going to give 300 points to...
I think Slytherin still.
Slytherin? I think that puts Slytherin in the lead then for
They
today.
did. We gave the game to Slytherin, and what a week for it to be.
Wins the House Cup, guys.
It is very appropriate given it's EA Day.
Guys, go on our Discord at discord.gg/the Level Up Network. Submit your answer to next week's question when it goes up, and you might be featured here on the Level Up Show. As for us, let's go into this story a little bit. This is going to be our moment to talk about this big story, because it is everywhere. It is blown up so
I
big.
have not listened to one podcast or group that hasn't addressed it in some way.
It's insane. It's taken over everything. So, first up, one of the stories I saw today was that Battlefront 2 almost had cosmetic-only microtransactions and an Overwatch-style mode. That was the developer's choice, and then Lucasfilm stepped in and decided that they wanted it not to be that route. I'm not sure why. I don't know if they felt like cosmetics was now something that belonged in the Star Wars universe because they wanted things to remain canon. I don't know. I don't think that would have been the case, but bizarre. I don't understand why, considering how how great Overwatch is and how successful Overwatch is, that they didn't feel like they could go that route.
Right.
Because that would have changed up a lot for people, I think. If it was only cosmetic, as Angelique said, it doesn't really matter as much. It's all about the pay-to-win approach, where the things, the loot crates, the things that you are potentially spending money on can help you in competitive nature.
Right.
That is where things go wrong, and that was the big problem with Battlefront 2. EA has told investors that turning off Battlefront 2's microtransactions, which they did currently, will not affect their earnings. This does not make any sense, because why include it at all then? So my idea there is that this is temporary. They're going to turn back on microtransactions.
Oh, they are. And the way they worded it.
Yeah,
absolutely.
if they're saying that it's not going to affect their earnings, that means that they're going to turn back on microtransactions. And what a shit show that's going to be when that happens. Because, I feel like some people think, oh, yay, they did the right thing, they turned off microtransactions, and then, if 2 weeks, 2 months from now, they turn it back on. Holy shit, man. Talk about a shitstorm that's going to be.
So, here's my take on it. EA is obviously not, unfamiliar with adding in extra DLC, extra content that you have to pay for separately. And I want to reference something. So, here's where I will agree with those people that said it is definitely out of proportion, because in many ways it is. Battlefield, since Battlefield 3, has had pay to win in many aspects, actually worse than this. So you're not familiar with Battlefield as much.
No.
When you bought Battlefield 3, when you bought Battlefield 4, when you bought Battlefield, whatever the shitty one was, Hardpoint, all these Battlefield games, when you bought these Battlefield games, there is in the store immediately, even back on PS3 or Xbox 360, a DLC that you can buy that gives you all the weapon unlocks for one character, all the the upgrades for a vehicle, or all the upgrades available whatsoever. So you can buy Battlefield, at the time you could buy Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4, and have everything unlocked right away. That's worse than what they did with Battlefront. The problem is they put it into a gambling system with loot boxes.
With crates, yeah.
You could spend $100 in this and not even get a quarter of the items that you had a possibility at.
I agree with you.
So there's that.
I think that there are games that have been worse offenders than Battlefront. It's interesting to me that this is where, the camel, what is the saying? Broke the camel's back, whatever. Straw broke the camel's back.
And that's exactly
It's
what
interesting
it is.
that that's what it finally happened here, and it makes me wonder if it's because it's EA.
Yeah.
And finally, EA has been voted as the worst company in the world multiple
Many
times now. So maybe it's just the hatred was so strong there to begin with that it's like they took Star Wars, this property that's so beloved,
Right.
and then they added on top of EA being hated already, and then Loot Crates being this thing this year that everybody seems to go crazy about and thinks is a terrible thing. Is it gambling? Is it not gambling? All that. Personally, I don't really think Loot Crates are gambling, if I'm being honest. I think it's kind of like a Pokemon card pack if you were to get like a booster pack. It's
Yeah,
kind
in
of
a
like
way.
a booster
Okay.
pack, and I don't consider booster packs to be gambling
I get it.
necessarily. I do think it's manipulative. Just because
Mm-hmm.
it's not necessarily gambling doesn't mean it's not manipulative. I do think that it is. And I do think there's better ways to use it. I'm glad that it happened because clearly I think all developers, all publishers are going to look at this event and think twice.
Right.
And think about how to better incorporate loot crates or microtransactions or whatever. So this is a growing experience, a learning experience, I think, for developers and publishers. I think it was blown out of proportion at the same time, though. I think that especially when you get to the point where there's death threats and this and that,
Oh, absolutely.
obviously it's been blown out of proportion. Nothing
Anybody
should
that
ever get
gives
to that length.
someone a death threat is medically disturbed.
Yes.
I will put it that way, and it's been shown that it's clinically shown that if you give somebody send somebody a death threat, you have something going on in your head that is a medical diagnosis. Like there is something wrong.
There's
with you.
something sociopathic about you,
Right,
probably.
absolutely. So it's honestly, if you do it, whatever, it's pathetic. You know, I'm just gonna say it that way, and I don't think any reasonable, level-headed person would disagree with that. You don't give someone a death threat, especially when you were gonna give a death threat to somebody that created the art for it. What the hell do you think you're going to do out of that?
In the end,
What
this
I-
is most likely the publishers.
Right, and it was definitely, and it's almost, and here's the thing, everybody, you constantly, not constantly, but you hear once in a while from certain people, from even in certain podcasts, and I'm like, how do you not see this as being from the publisher side? Developers are concerned with developing a game. I'm going to guarantee you that they couldn't care less if they had pay to win, extra DLC, any of that stuff. That is something that we need to make more money so we can do this. That said, so here's my thing is that at the end of the day, obviously the point of a business is to make money, and the point of making money, you have to do things that some people will don't like. I'm in the retail industry, and we were just talking about something a little while ago that I don't agree with, but it is how it is. The problem is that it's going to eventually hit a tipping point, and this was it. And honestly, I'm glad it was at EA, because they are one of the worst culprits, I guess you can say, when it comes to something like this. That said, as well, it's going to happen in different ways, and the way to fix it is to approach it in the same way that Blizzard has done in the form of Overwatch. I'm going to say Overwatch is definitely one of the most respected, the team behind Overwatch is one of the most respected game developers in my head right now. CD Projekt Red is up there, but that group, they said, you know what, Jeff Kaplan, this guy is a beacon for us. He speaks for us. He says exactly what we want to communicate, and he does. There is an issue with the community, he addresses it. There is changes coming to the community, he addresses it. Not only that, but they said we can add an extra, income generator, but have it not affect the game. I don't care if my guy is in, Santa outfit, and I don't care if my guy is in an outfit that, is reminiscent of, was like early developed concept art or anything like that. Like there's so many different things they have to that. It doesn't matter, but they still are making money off of people like John and everybody else that buys all these loot boxes.
Yeah.
There's definitely that appropriate way to do it, but I don't like that you have these pay to win, pay to advance. You can unlock all these things, but there are tons of items that you'll never get to, especially when the main point to play this game is to play as people like Luke Skywalker or Darth Vader.
Right.
And originally it would take you 40 hours, I think they said.
Before they dropped the 75%.
Before they dropped it.
Yeah.
And for a fact that was like, hey, people aren't going to like this. Yeah, well, we'll put this in as a safe key, but we'll see how much we can push the player.
I think the other thing that bothers me about this and the way EA handled it all is it sounds like EA is not even the one that tried to rectify the situation. According to stories that came out
You're right,
again,
this is the best
over the
part.
past couple of days, Disney was the one that made this right. Bob Iger called Andrew Wilson, CEO of EA, and had supposedly like a 2-hour conversation where he probably blasted him and said, "You're taking down microtransactions.
Yep.
Like you're not going to shine a bad light on Star Wars when we have The Last Jedi coming out in less
Right.
than a month." Like they're very unhappy with EA right now, and what they've done against the Star Wars franchise as a whole.
Between Visceral, between now Star Wars Battlefront, EA is the most incompetent license holder out of any group I've ever seen.
Yeah. So
I can honestly say that I have never seen a company have a specific license for a, I don't know, what would you call Star Wars?
what would I call Star Wars?
Property, I guess.
Yeah, property, an IP, I guess.
Yeah,
I
an
don't know.
IP. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
That's the thing.
franchise.
So, right, or a yeah. I've never seen a company have hold of a franchise and have no idea how to handle it appropriately.
Yeah, they can't be happy. I mean, the first Battlefront landed around like a low 70s on Metacritic. This one's not
74,
much
I think it
higher.
is. Yeah.
That's not what a Star Wars Battlefront game from a AAA developer like DICE should be getting on Metacritic. That's just not good.
At the end of the day, the problem with EA is they see, and we've talked about this, they see the amount of money that you will make from loot boxes or all these, mystery packs from things like FIFA and all these other sports franchises, and people keep buying them. And I'm going to tell you right now, it's the same thing. The problem is now, speaking with your wallet isn't me telling you guys not to buy the game. It's telling these other jerk-offs, stop buying these freaking mystery packs in freaking FIFA. You are making them so much more money than every single one of their other properties, their other games that they've released ever could.
Right.
In 1 year, they will make far more money than every single one of their other games will make them at all whatsoever, just because people keep buying FIFA packs.
Yeah, I mean,
And
obviously we are part of the problem. Not
Right.
us specifically, not you guys specifically, but gamers are a part of the problem.
Right.
There's no reason that this wouldn't be so prevalent
Because
if it
you're
wasn't
an
for
ass,
us
John.
buying so much. So, like, we heard the story about the Mass Effect 3 cards
Right.
or whatever earning BioWare and EA $20,000 from one individual. One individual spent $20,000 on microtransactions in that game. And any publisher or developer is going to look at that and be like, holy shit, we need to start throwing some of this crap in our
Right.
games. Like, there's
Exactly.
a lot of money to be made here. So we're part of the problem. It is what it is.
Game development is advanced, and it's a lot more expensive to make games. Constantly, it's increasing in resources. Getting all these, there's so much that we want out of these games. Now we want extensive stories, open world. We want, replayability. We want higher quality graphics and everything like that. And it's all going to add up. And the issue is they do need to make more money in many ways. The problem with that is that we need to pick an area where we want to see the increase in prices, or we have to accept that games are not going to be as good as we want them to be.
Right. As a movie said, like, maybe AAA development is just not something that can be sustainable. If this is the route that developers need to go in order to sustain it, then maybe something's got to change. And I don't disagree with that. We've talked about it many times with like Hellblade and how they figured out the formula to do a AAA indie and have what looked like great production value for a game that actually didn't have a huge budget. How'd they do it? Contact, what are the Ninja Theory? What the hell did they do, guys? They got it right. They were able to do a really cool game that released for $30 and it looked freaking amazing. Had amazing production value, amazing voice acting, amazing cinematics, 8 to 10 hours long. Like, what? Well, how did they do it? I'm sure they have some secret sauce that they can give you, I guess. But let's move away from this topic. It is a big one, but we wanted to get it kind of out of the way at the beginning of the show here.
Yes.
We're going to get into our first giveaway of the night. We're giving away 3 digital codes for a game called Elex. It is THQ's new Western RPG, and although it doesn't have the greatest reviews on Metacritic and whatnot, it's got this really strong cult following. You can look at it on Reset Era, on NeoGAF. The people that have gotten past the first 3 hours and got past the learning curve think it's like amazing. And it sounds like that is like the tough part, is has this learning curve at the beginning, but then opens up to be this really, really cool RPG.
Right.
So if you guys are into Western RPGs, this might be one that you want to take advantage of. I'm going to actually put the video up for you guys to see a little bit here. And Kelly is going to put the giveaway into the chat for you guys. So all you got to do is use the Streamlabs extension through the Twitch web browser, the video player. You have to be on web browser in order to see it. You can enter the giveaway from there, and we'll give that a few minutes, and then Kelly will draw the winner, and she'll write it into our outline so that we make sure we get it to everybody. So we're going to be giving away 3 digital codes for Elex, and we're also going to be giving away a Twitch subscription gift near the end of the show. So as Mike said, the season of giving is upon us.
Yes, it is, and I love it.
Yeah, so yeah, this is a pretty.
I like watching. I watched it earlier, and I was
yeah?
like, it's really cool looking. Like, I actually debated just saying like, nope, I want one of these codes. But like, it's really cool looking. Like,
Yeah.
I just don't know if I would have the time personally to put it into learning the game the right way. But
Speaking of platform, this one is on Steam, guys. I'm sure Kelly
Yes.
put that into the giveaway, but this one here is on Steam. Oh man, Anita Sarkeesian's not going to be happy about that. All right. So that is Elex first giveaway. We'll do another one, about the halfway point of the show.
Yes.
All right, moving on. Let's get to the first commercial break of the night. When we come back, we'll actually call the giveaway when we come back, and then we'll get into the level update. We'll talk about the Game Awards nominees. We'll talk about Mario movie and who's going to be working on that.
Yay.
So hold on tight. We'll be back in approximately 60 seconds. Alpha Overlord. Boo-doo-boo-boo-doo-boo. All right, now it's starting. Sorry for the delay, guys. That's not annoying. Stop it. Stop it now. Stop it now. Kelly says, I'm going to end the giveaway at the end of the commercial break. Perfect, Kelly. That is the perfect time to do it. I'm kind of curious who you guys voted for Batman. Kelly, who was the winner of that poll? Mike, stop. Mike, stop. Kelly, who was the winner of that poll? I'm curious who the viewers want to play Batman, if it's not Ben Affleck. It was John Hamm, kinda.
It was John Hamm, kinda.
I'm guessing the other one was other. He's either John Hamm or other. Yeah.
John,
other got 60%.
You would want other to win.
So of that list, nobody was really happy with the
Nope.
with who was chosen so far.
Ryan Reynolds. That's
I honestly can get behind John Hamm. If that guy were to buff up a little
I would
bit,
be
I think
okay
he would
with
be
John Hamm,
really
yeah.
cool as Batman. I remember he was considered for Superman at one point.
Yeah,
so-
and I actually really like that one.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll
John
see.
Hamm for 40%, I think. So it was just John Hamm and other. Nothing else really. All right, that's interesting. All right. Welcome back, Level Uppers, to the Level Up Show, episode 196. This is a gaming dedicated talk show on every Sunday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. If you like what we're doing at any point, hit that heart button here at twitch.tv/the Level Up Show, like Irish Stevie did. Thank you so much for that. Make sure to turn on those notifications so you get alerts when we go live. Also, don't forget to share the show, guys. Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, wherever you can. Let's get some more people in here. We're still in the 50s. Let's see if we can get into the 60s and maybe even the 70s. We're going to do the first giveaway of the night right now. It was for Elex on Steam. Kelly, make it happen, please, and let us know in the chat who the winner was. We'll be doing two more, though, guys. We'll be doing PS4 and Xbox One as well.
Alpha Overlord.
Alpha Overlord, congratulations to you, man.
I would
for
love
winning.
to see that streamed.
Oh, well, you just said 60 viewers as well.
Cool. Really? That's low. Yeah, that's whatever.
Like, hey, 60 viewers.
I thought he reserved it for 100.
What, that?
Yeah.
Oh my god, no, we haven't hit 100 in how long? I can't reserve it for just 100.
Why
Who
not?
knows if that'll ever happen? Then I won't be doing my little Willy Wonka sound.
You do it all the time on your stream.
That's true, I do. For every 10, 20, and 30.
I feel like I need a
You need a
call.
sound, you do.
I do need a sound.
Figure that out, Mike.
I'll figure it out myself.
All right, moving on, guys. Let me just say once again, guys, prize wheel is active. Anything worth $5 or more will get you a spin of the prize wheel. That means subbing, resubbing, pledging on Patreon, cheering, tipping, hosting for 10 viewers or more. All get you spins of the prize wheel. That is the events wheel. We also have what's called a points wheel, which will allow you guys to get a whole ton of points, the whole room potentially, if you get it activated. But you have to stagger us to make that happen. There is a stagger amount. It is 3333. Tip that exact amount. It'll put us into a staggered state, open up the points wheel for 3 minutes, and then you guys just have to do $1 cheers or tips and get as many spinnies as you want and get a whole bunch of XP potentially. And then you guys can become mod for a day or get a t-shirt or a hoodie, work your way up towards that. Otherwise, is there anything else I wanted to call out? Oh, guys, don't forget to ask questions. Using the redemption, ask a question. I don't think we've gotten any so far tonight. We have a dedicated segment during On the Spot to focus on the questions that were redeemed during the show. So go into the Twitch Streamlabs extension, either through the Twitch player,
weird box right there on the screen,
or go to streamlabs.com/the Level Up Show. You can also do it there.
Yes.
You can also do it at
But it's probably, like,
streamlabs.com/levelupshow.
here.
Yes. A little lower.
Right?
Little lower. Little lower. Right about there.
Right here.
Yeah. Right about there. EXG did a Seto. Did a Seto. Wow. Did a question. EXG Seto did a question. Same deal. Anyway, let's
Did
move
a
on, guys,
Seto.
to the level update. This is our weekly discussion of the week's biggest gaming industry news. First up, in the level update, as I was saying, we got the game awards nominees listed. We're not going to go through every single one of them because there's a lot of categories this year. They added
Yes,
on
there
categories, which is kind of cool.
Some of them really cool.
But to start off, let's just say that supposedly this is going to have the largest lineup of world premieres ever for the Game Awards.
Yeah.
That's cool automatically. When it comes to the nominees, let's save Game of the Year for last. Let's go through some of these other ones. For Best Performance, I'm really happy Melina Juergens got on there for Hellblade. She did an amazing job on that. Laura
Yeah, it was
Bailey
really cool.
and Claudia Black both for Uncharted Lost Legacy. Brian Bloom for Wolfenstein 2 and Ashley Birch for Horizon Zero Dawn. I've got to give that myself to Melina Juergens. She did an amazing job on that. Best Score / Music, I'm very unhappy about this. Destiny 2 is on there, and I think it was probably the one that should be removed. Otherwise, you also
was it
had
that you-
Cuphead, Nier Automata, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, Super Mario Odyssey, and Persona 5. Where the hell is Final Fantasy 15?
Right, because let's and you know what's funny is I was like, we were talking even about it. Final Fantasy 15 came out last year, but it was at the end of last year.
Yeah, it wasn't in the
after
Game Awards, yeah.
So it wasn't eligible. So it really got snubbed because that, honestly, in my opinion, probably should win Best Music out of any of these.
It has one of the best scores of this generation, in my opinion.
That said, Destiny 2's music is really good. Like, I was playing it again the other day, trying to level up a little bit more, and it deserves its recognition on here. Better than the first, in my opinion.
I don't know. That's probably the one I would remove personally, but if it comes to best score / music. Best art direction, Destiny 2, Cuphead, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, Persona 5, or Horizon Zero Dawn. These are all solid candidates.
I think Cuphead.
Yeah,
deserves it.
I would probably say Cuphead
It's
as
taken
well,
a
yeah.
long time, but that, remember, like, the charm of the game is what kept me hooked.
Yeah. Best narrative, What Remains of Edith Finch, Nier Automata, Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice, Wolfenstein 2, or Horizon Zero Dawn. I would have to give it to either Hellblade or What Remains of Edith Finch. Very unique. No other game like that.
Right, I was gonna go for Hellblade.
Another brand
Section
new
360.
sub.
Thank you so much.
And not even, I think, a Twitch Prime. I think that was a legit sub,
Legit
too.
sub.
Didn't even use a Twitch Prime.
Thank you very much.
That's
sir.
insane. Thank you so much. Getting some brand new subs in here tonight. Really, really appreciate that. What about you? Is there anyone here that you think should win
For best narrative, I think best narrative is Hellblade. I think it's
Yeah.
completely, it's unique in a different way than anything else.
Yeah, it's a game for change. It also was nominated for that. Now let's get into the Game of the Year nominees. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild obviously is on there. Super Mario Odyssey, obviously. Persona 5, great to be on there. Horizon Zero Dawn, and Player Unknown's Battlegrounds. The one that's
Now,
rubbing some people the wrong
right,
way
so
since it's not technically
here's-
fully released yet.
Here's where my issue comes in. There's a couple things. So there's one category that they added this year that's completely unique, and I actually think it's a really smart category.
Okay.
I can't remember the exact title, but it's basically games that continue on. So games that are constantly adding content. So, like, for instance, you could do Final Fantasy 14 because they keep adding different worlds and stuff like that, or World of Warcraft that they added a new expansion, stuff like that. So games like that. In this case, PUBG, I think Overwatch is on there, stuff like that, where they keep adding stuff and keep games continuing. So they deserve recognition because they're still selling. Grand Theft Auto 5 is probably on there and probably going to win, in my opinion, next to PUBG. But that's where my issue comes in, is that PUBG is on here. Now, PUBG is in early access.
Right.
It is not technically a fully released game, and it won't be even when this releases, even though we got an official date. Ongoing game, thank you. So, PUBG is now on here. Now, this is the double-edged sword. Fine, you want to put PUBG on here. If it loses, it cannot be nominated again, even if it fully releases next year.
Yeah.
And for some reason, they finish this and do all these things and make it a fully released game next year, and it is literally one of the best games of all time. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I
You are
agree.
not
It's
gonna be in
unfair.
there.
It's
And it's
unfair.
completely unfair, especially when you look at a game like we just said, Final Fantasy 15, which I know many people had some problems with, but I loved it. It's a game that I want to go back to, and for a game so obscure, like out of my comfort zone to play, and for me to say I want to go back to that, that should say something about. I mean, not that I have the greatest opinion in the world, but like that means that there's a lot of people that played these things that haven't before. I think PUBG should not be on this list because it's not technically a finished game.
Yeah, I think they should have waited for the full release and nominated next year. I'm sure by next year's Game Awards, the full release will happen. I would hope by that point.
I'm actually more annoyed by this than I am about the EA Star Wars Battlefront thing.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I actually think it's completely obnoxious.
Well, let's talk about who had the most nominees this year. 6 nominations was Breath of the Wild, Super Mario Odyssey, Horizon Zero Dawn,
Cool.
getting up there with the most nominees, and Destiny 2, also at 6. 5 nominations, Cuphead. Very
Awesome.
nice. 4 went to Persona 5 and Wolfenstein 2. And then with 3 nominations, you had PUBG, Nier Automata, Uncharted: The Lost Legacy, and Resident Evil 7 getting recognition. I'm happy
I'm
about
going to say
that.
I'm really glad I got recognition because Resident Evil 7 I was really afraid was going to be forgotten by being released when it was. So I'm glad I got multiple nominations for different things.
Kelly says, PUBG had 10 billion concurrent players. It's the best game on the planet. That is part of it. Let's be honest. I feel like they thought 2.5 million people were playing this game concurrently, like less than 2 weeks ago. Like, we
Right.
have to put this on Game of the Year.
I
Like,
understand that, but at the same time, it's not a fully released game. Like you can't say that. So, okay, fine. PT is one of the best horror games ever made.
right. It is pretty
Fight
damn
me.
good.
Like I don't care. Like if you can argue that PUBG should be on there, PT can be nominated for best horror game of all time. If you don't agree,
Yeah, I spent 3 hours on
fuck
that.
off.
Come on.
Right, exactly. Like it's
2 of that was
obnoxious.
trying to find the voice, but you know.
right, the red herrings and all
Yeah.
that stuff. But like I think it's a completely obnoxious stance. Like you can't say an unfinished game deserves to be on there, you know, especially when I'm going to guarantee you those same people are going to say next year to be on there. The game is not finished. The game, while it deserves recognition, does not deserve Game of the Year, in my opinion.
Right. Final Fantasy 15 was a long game, but Alpha Overlord says his friend put 1,127 hours. That's pretty crazy. But that shows how big that game is if you really want to spend the time with it.
And real quick,
Which is cool.
sorry to finish that off. Just the best example I can think of: if an artist, a musical artist, releases 1 or 2 songs on a single or an EP, and then releases an album, is that EP or is that single able to be nominated for Album of the Year? F no, it's not. It's completely ignored. It's one of the best singles. Absolutely, it could be nominated for best song, but it is absolutely not the best album.
Right.
And that's exactly the situation with PUBG.
Good point, Mike. We had a poll for you guys. I think Kelly probably put it in there for you. What should win Game of the Year of the selections that were given? Should it be Breath of the Wild? Should it be Super Mario Odyssey, Persona 5, Horizon Zero Dawn, or should it be PUBG? Make sure you vote on that poll while it is active before Kelly closes it down. Moving on, Mike, you got this next story. Mario movie coming back into
Oh,
the
boy.
limelight here.
Oh boy! All right.
We'll give
Mario
the wheel spin
movie.
in a moment.
Yes.
Just hold on tight for that.
Engadget writes that Nintendo's plans to return to movies appears to include its most beloved franchise. Wall Street Journal sources understand that Nintendo is close to a deal for an animated Super Mario Bros. Movie from Illumination Entertainment, the Universal back studio behind the Despicable Me series. While the exact terms are unclear, the pact would theoretically allow multiple movies. Nintendo has been bending over backwards to maintain creative involvement, and Mario creator Shigeru Miyamoto is expected to be a producer. Neither Nintendo nor Illusion is commenting on the apparent leak. Movies believed to be in the very early stages. It's easy to be wary of the movie. Blah blah goes on. Anyway, describing Illumination's experience with this. I don't.
At least
know
Miyamoto is
if
involved.
I want.
That's a
this
good sign, right?
Right. If Miyamoto is involved, I can't imagine they would let it
Right.
be a bad thing.
As long as he's overseeing it, that's a good sign. I think there was always a part of me that really wished it would go to like a Disney or a Pixar. But Illumination's not bad. But
No,
we do-
I like them.
We do have that question for you guys, though.
I think they're quality.
What do you think as far as animation studios go? Did you want it to go to Illumination or Sony Pictures Animation, Disney Animation, Moana, or Pixar, who just is releasing Coco very soon? Let us know in the poll when Kelly activates
I don't
that.
know if I would want this as a movie though. I'd rather a series. I'd rather an Illumination 1-season series, maybe 10 episodes. Or like they have those, like I don't know if you've looked at I know you haven't. Lego, since they have they have the agreements with DC and Marvel, creates these little 45-minute short movies,
Right.
that they put on like Netflix and stuff like that. I think they're awesome. Something like that I think would do really well for Mario, but I don't think a full-fledged movie is smart or absolutely necessary in any way.
Not necessary, that's for sure. But I hope it's good. I really would like movie based on video games to finally get into a territory where we can say, oh, that was good. Not that was good for a video game movie. You know, that's the way it is now. It's like, it was good for a video game movie. But moving on. Twitter user, this is a weird story. There was a Twitter user that was investigated by Jason Schreier because he turns out probably is not the EA developer that he has been claiming to be for years. So Kotaku writes, earlier this week, a man with game dev at EA in his Twitter profile wrote that he had received death threats from angry Star Wars Battlefront 2 fans. His story was covered by news outlets like USA Today, BBC, and Yahoo. Vice wrote an editorial about it. And so this went all over the place. This was a big story, and even like fans and whatnot were saying to him like, this is wrong. We feel for you, blah blah blah. And even other developers were tweeting this guy about what he was claiming. He has 5,000 followers on Twitter, and this is something that he's been doing for a long time. He's defended EA and acted like he's been a developer for EA. One time he acted like he was in QA, but at the same time, he also has been bizarre as far as a PR perspective, saying things that you wouldn't expect a game
employee,
dev,
right?
Yes, to do. Somebody that represents a developer, you know, being combative with people, defending EA to the point where it was kind of fanboyish, things of that nature, were red flags already for this guy. And since this investigation has gone up, and since he's been questioned by Jason Schreier, he has removed the game dev at EA from his profile. But like, first off, do you think that this guy is just like a fanboy that's literally, for the last 4 years, just goes on and acts like a game dev and defends EA for some reason?
I absolutely do.
Yeah.
I mean, there are a lot of people that do crazy stuff like this. I'm not gonna lie, one of my guilty pleasures is watching things like Catfish and seeing the reasons that people do some of these things. I mean, it makes sense when you think about it, and it's a way for them to get attention. In this industry, we're constantly seeing people constantly crying out for attention. The way that people troll, you know, we've dealt with them ourselves. That's how they get the attention that they seek. So this is definitely him doing that in some way. I mean, it's sad, and it's definitely, he needs, you know, he's definitely missing something out of his life for it.
Yeah.
But it's just an interesting thing. Side note real quick, Jason Schreier, in my opinion, is one of the most respected journalists in the industry.
He's one of the only true investigative journalists within game journalism, and that's really cool to see. You don't see it very often, somebody really delving in and trying to get behind something.
Right, absolutely.
And he's done it multiple times.
I respect him
this
for
year
what he's
alone.
trying to make Kotaku. He's just like, screw it. If I see a story, I'm going to fucking post
Yeah,
it.
he doesn't mess around, man. Even if it's going to rub developers the wrong way, he's going to go for it anyway.
They rubbed, who is it? I think Square Enix doesn't give him stuff anymore. Who is the one that he had an article for recently, like last year, I think it was?
Yeah, I'm not sure, but I'm not
there's been a couple
surprised.
where he doesn't get codes for games early or anything like that, so they constantly are getting like reviews out last because game developers are just not giving them early reviews and stuff like that because they don't BS.
I think it's just crazy the extent that fanboyism goes to. That it goes so far that somebody would pose as a developer for 4 years simply because they are so in love with EA that they can't stand other people bashing them.
Yeah.
Like, this person probably doesn't have any stock in EA. He's not making any money off EA, but he is such a fanboy for EA that he's going to pose as a developer for 4 years.
Right.
That, all this being said, hasn't been confirmed yet. It hasn't proven. This guy might really work for EA. It just seems very unlikely. But fascinating story either way.
It's very bizarre.
Very bizarre, at the least. I would agree with that. Yeah. So for the poll for Game of the Year, very surprised that the chat voted for Horizon Zero Dawn.
I am too. I mean, I have my own opinions on it. I don't think
maybe they just haven't played Zelda or Super
Right,
Mario
and that's
Odyssey
the thing
or
is
this or
that I think I actually enjoyed Super Mario Odyssey more than I enjoyed Zelda, personally.
Okay.
So I would say that the problem for me is I haven't played Persona to give an opinion on that one. But I mean, I guess out of everything here, I would go with Super Mario Odyssey.
I'm not surprised. And for, it looks like Kelly just put it into the outline for us. Which animation studio would you like to see handle the Mario movie? 0% voted for Illumination.
I'm very surprised by this.
43 for Sony Pictures Animation. And then after that, Disney Animation Studios and Pixar
Pixar
tied
same thing
with Sony Pictures Animation.
So here's what's interesting about
interesting.
that. I mean, usually Sony gets a lot of hate for it, but Sony actually does really well with animated movies.
They did
Here's
Angry
the point
Birds, right?
is- no. Wait, did they?
I'm pretty sure they did Angry Birds.
Actually, my reference was going to be Cloudy. Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. That's
a great movie.
Both of those movies were really good, in my opinion. So that was actually, I'm surprised that people picked that, but I'm happy because I actually like that.
Yeah, I'm surprised more people didn't vote for Disney Animation Studios. They're just as good as Pixar,
Right.
in my opinion. Now, after Moana, man, those guys are amazing. They must have taken some of the Pixar team. That had to be what happened.
Maybe, yeah.
I think that they probably realized after Frozen that they had, Disney Animation Studios was a name to be reckoned with. So they're like, okay, let's take some of the Pixar guys over here and get the animation quality up. Because I was watching Frozen recently, which didn't come out that long before Moana. I think 2 years before.
Oh, it's definitely
It doesn't even
leaps
look
and bounds.
close to the animation of Moana. It's
Right.
like night and day, honestly. So
Right,
they
yeah,
have
Angry
clearly
Birds is Columbia
improved.
Pictures. It definitely wasn't.
Okay.
Sony. I'm glad about that because Angry Birds sucked.
Did it?
Yeah, I have to see these movies. I really do.
So that is what you guys voted for on who you would like to see
God.
do the animated film for Mario Brothers. We're now going to move on to our trailer of the week. We're going to turn this into
Gross.
a reaction because supposedly this is reaction worthy.
Oh boy.
All right, let's zoom it in here. A little more. Let's go with that. All right. Also, welcome to Buddy Doze and Vantera. I saw you guys are in there.
About
You guys
time,
are-
Joey.
It's not his fault. It's not your fault, Joe.
Always Joey's
It's
fault.
not your fault. It's not your fault. It's not your fault, Joe. And Flamed Beacon, too. Welcome. All right, guys, we're going to introduce this because we're going to archive it on YouTube. Don't worry, this is not the end of the show, even if we act like it is, because we're going to archive this.
Oh, this movie might be the end of me.
Welcome, level uppers, to another live reaction time. Today we're going to be watching a trailer for Rampage, a film I didn't even know was in the making.
You know what's funny is actually we talked about this a long time ago.
I didn't think
as,
it was
an excerpt,
happening.
but I never knew it actually progressed. I thought it was one of those things where we had to report on, like, hey guys, this movie's in the works and they're
Right.
working on it, and they thought it was gonna like just disappear because someone had the sense to say let's make this disappear, and we have a trailer.
Not only is it happening, though, it has The Rock in it, and supposedly is like a big budget blockbuster. But in my mind, I'm just like, how do you make a Rampage movie work? So very excited. Let's check out this trailer for Rampage, starring Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
It's weird. You like hang out with animals more than people.
Yeah, well, animals get me. I rescued George when he was 2 years old. George never would have survived on his own.
He definitely trusts you.
Getting those Planet of the Apes guys on this, maybe.
George was 7 feet and he weighed 500 pounds.
I thought it was going to be like a meteor at first that like
Oh my god.
mutated
You
him.
okay, buddy? You're scared. It's okay. This morning he's 9 feet, pushing 1,000. What's happening to my friend?
Are you familiar with genetic editing? Changes will be incredibly unpredictable.
Is he the only one?
Is he the only one?
Oh, he's not.
About the 30-foot wolf?
I was going to say, they got to have the wolf, right?
Oh my god.
Oh, no, San Andreas?
Yeah,
That was not
man.
good. That was not good.
Science experiments falling from the sky.
Having George on that plane is a big mistake.
I think we'll be all right.
All right, I'm calling it now. George turns good at the end and defeats the other baddies.
Are they gonna just like grab people and eat them for
Let's go save the world.
help?
I hope so.
It's coming back to me. It's coming back.
One thing I'll say is The Rock is
I
the
love
best.
The Rock, but my god, I hate this.
You have to evacuate Chicago. George didn't ask for this. They're gonna put him down. That's not happening.
Where's
Reptar. Rampage.
Hold on.
Oh, there's
Yes, there it is. Alright, never mind.
Was
They're
just
saving
thinking
him.
The only thing that's missing right now is a giant crocodile.
more.
There
Okay,
it is.
before we blast this movie,
Oh my god.
I would say it doesn't necessarily look any worse than like a Pacific Rim does.
No, honestly, and actually, I don't personally understand all the hype of her Pacific Rim. I think it's just as odd and misplaced of a movie as this is.
Yeah, it's just big things fighting each other, and
Yeah.
it looks like that's what this is going to be too.
Right.
I think it's just going to be, in all honesty, just like a mindless popcorn film, and
Oh, it
it's not
definitely
trying
is.
to be anything else. So I'll admit, I'm
Oh,
not
God.
completely against this.
Did you see what day it comes out?
When does it come out? 420, really? Is that intentional? Come on, guys.
Yes, it is.
It
You
might
know
be.
is.
It might be. I'm not going to see this in theaters, most likely.
No.
But I think this is a movie I could check out when it
I
comes
think
out on
we
Blu-ray.
would definitely do like a reaction to this
It looks
movie.
like, just goofy, dumb popcorn
Yeah.
film fun, And the special effects are actually not bad at all. Like, it kind of looks like they got, as I said, the Planet of the Apes guys to come on here and do the ape effects, because it looks really good. It actually looks like it's in there with the Rock, real deal. It doesn't look like CGI animation, which is that's something.
Yeah, I mean, let's say this. At least The Rock is redeemable. I think The Rock is great.
Always.
I
redeemable.
love him in everything. Ballers is so cool.
I actually haven't watched it at all yet.
No, I liked it a lot. I'm now up to date on it.
It's also got Deathstroke in it.
It does, yeah, it does. Which I actually liked. I'm surprised you knew that.
Well, I knew that he was going to be Deathstroke
Yeah,
if it were to happen.
that's right. I forgot. Yeah, you
Not
weren't paying
anymore.
Attention. No. But that would have been great. But yeah, I don't know, man. The beginning of this was so bad. Like they try to do like the emotional thing, like
Right. I know how you're feeling, buddy. Do a sign language, but
oh my god, that was so offensive.
I'm just saying, I know how you feel, buddy. I mean, yeah, they're going for the
Oh,
emotional
my
punch,
God.
but that's why I think that it's going to land at the end when George turns good and fights both the wolf and the crocodile. That's going to be like a Godzilla moment where he's the savior.
Right.
Calling it now.
I don't know,
It's going to be
man.
pretty badass.
This is so bad, but I'm actually like kind of looking forward to this in a way, in the same way of like Jumanji.
Right.
Yeah.
I agree. Jumanji, I think, looks like a fun time.
Yeah,
Might not
I
be great,
absolutely
but it looks
agree.
like a fun time.
Jeez,
So,
man, this is just.
I will check it out when it comes out on Blu-ray. I will not see it in theaters, most likely. What if this gets like 99% of Rotten Tomatoes?
Oh my god!
Would you
dude.
go see it in theaters then?
Yo, I will tell you right now, I will not be surprised if this scores better on Rotten Tomatoes than Justice League.
I would not be surprised either.
That is sad.
Because
But
you know
sad
what you're
really.
getting into when you go to see something like
Right,
Rampage. Right? Like, when you go to Justice League, your expectations and your hopes are that, okay, this is going to be a good superhero film. That,
Can you imagine?
It's
if
going to
they
be somewhere on par
incorporated
with
this into,
Thor
like,
Ragnarok.
Teenage
But no.
Mutant Ninja Turtles or something like that. Like, what an awesome, like, out of nowhere cameo. Like, they just pull a split, and at the very end, you just see why it exists and what world it's in.
I think that's unlikely, Mike.
I want that to happen, Andrew. Don't ruin my hype.
Let us know what you guys think of Rampage becoming a reality in the comments below. Here on youtube.com/Level Up Network. Don't forget to hit that sub button, turn on the bell so you get notifications when we upload videos. If you want to catch these live, we do them at twitch.tv/The Level Up Show. So head over there, hit that follow button, and turn on notifications as well. And we'll catch you next time. Until then, take care. And as always, don't forget to level up. All right. Despite of my rage.
I'm gonna have that song
just
sitting
a
in my head,
rider,
yeah.
despite of my rage. All right. We got another giveaway to do, guys.
Yes.
Right before the commercial break, so we can start that up now. This one is going to be for Elex on PS4. Kelly is
Okay,
going to
cool.
activate that in the Streamlabs extension. Make sure you guys are watching from the web browser. Highlight the video player. Click that little icon in the bottom right-hand corner. You will see that a giveaway has begun, and you can enter that giveaway. And when we come back from commercial break, we will reveal the winner. Flame Beacon says, yeah, Justice League did really bad in theaters. Yeah, might not even hit 100 million, supposedly.
Ooh, let's do the wheel spin. We did forget.
Oh, right, and another one. Never mind, we got to
There
do
we
two
go.
wheel spins. Good point.
Good job, Cito. Thank you.
Thank you, Seto.
That resub from the car, yo.
From the car, yo.
So dangerous, dude.
First was, how do you say his name?
Vection.
Vection, I think is what his name was. Oh, and is Megan here? I don't think she ever said anything about doing a video game 20 questions.
Didn't she say she was like lurking and she wouldn't be able to play it?
Is that what she said? I thought that she wasn't going to do it. Okay. Well, this one is for Vection. Vection, thank you so much for the brand new sub. We really appreciate you. And you are getting...
Pterodactyl Andrew?
You're getting a Pterodactyl Andrew.
Oh boy.
It's a special thing.
Congratulations.
Something you've never seen before.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome to
What
the
a way to be
community.
initiated.
Don't laugh at me. Laugh with
No,
me.
laugh at him.
For that. I do have to do a porn stash no matter
do you have
what
to do
I
a
do.
porn stash?
Because Kelly got it on my game stream.
Oh, that's what she was talking about earlier.
We do have to
And
do
then
video game charades. Okay, so here's the way video games... Oops.
No.
I'm going to move away from it so you guys can't see the winner. We are going to do video game charades. Here's the way it works. Is Joey, you have to whisper us with what you want the video game charade to be. We're both going to see it. So I don't want it to be between us anymore. I want it to be between us and the chat. So the idea is that we are going to know what it is, and you can choose which one of us you want to do the charade.
Oh boy.
And the chat is going to have 1 minute and 30 seconds to figure out what it is. If they are able to get it within the minute and 30 seconds, everybody in the room gets 5 XP. If nobody's able to get it, Joey gets 20 XP because he's the person who comes up with the charades. All this being said,
Interesting.
don't make it too difficult, guys. Let's be reasonable. It's not fun if it's totally obscure.
Johnny,
and
you
nobody
want
can
Joey
figure
to
it out.
whisper you? He's driving. Car crashing coming in 3, 2, 1.
Is he still driving?
Yeah, he said
from the car. Oh no! Can you do it, Joe? Can you do it?
Oh my god. Hey Joe, can you just
Pull over.
real quick?
Pull over, Joe. Joe takes a shot. What the hell? He's in here. He can do it. Oh my God,
Big Steve.
Let's spin that while we hopefully wait for Joe to whisper us. If not, we'll come up with one on our own.
Yeah, it's fine.
Joey is in the car. He's not driving. Okay.
Oh,
That's fine then.
Johnny.
Johnny's making it so much
Ass.
worse than it actually is. Jeez, John. Oh wait, never mind. That is what it is. Because so
It's
that was
going in the
Big
background.
Steve. Big Steve,
Yeah.
you get a custom welcome message for 1 month. Make sure you
Awesome.
whisper me with what you want that to be. Let me make sure you are a friend first. Are you in here, Big Steve? I haven't seen him
Big
yet. Big Steve, make yourself known in the chat. I need to make sure that you are a friend of mine so that you can whisper me with a custom welcome message. Thank you so much for the resub, man. Really appreciate that. Anything worth $5 more will get you a spin of the prize wheel.
Yes.
All right. Actually, we can give Joey a little more time. Wait, so I need to come up with a character and then whisper it to you guys. Yes, you do. Or a video game. Either's
And
fine.
then who you want to do it.
And who you want to do it. Yes. All right, we're going to go to commercial break. When we come back, giveaway is being ended. Hold on tight,
Big Steve.
Big Steve. We'll be back in approximately 90 seconds. Hi, guys. Welcome to the Level Up Show, episode 196. This is a gaming dedicated talk show on every Sunday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. If you like what we're doing at any point, all you got to do is hit that heart button here at twitch.tv/the Level Up Show, and we'll give you a shout out. You'll get notifications when we go live. Don't forget, prize wheel is active. Anything worth $5 or more. Get you a spin of that there prize wheel. So make sure you do that, all right? We're going to do a little charades for you right now. You got 1 minute and 30 seconds, guys.
Joey, do you want us to
get
do the
this.
game instead? Because he said any from that.
Any?
Any
That's the one.
from that.
I mean, that's the one I would do because I feel like it's so easy.
See, I think I have another one. I don't know if anybody would get it, but I have another one that's definitely much
I mean,
easier.
maybe I'm thinking it's going to be a lot. I'm sorry. Maybe it'll be a lot easier than I thought it would be. But I'm going to give it a shot because I feel
wanna
like
do it?
I feel like it could be.
Why don't
easy.
you do one and I'll do one? So we'll give him a little special extra.
Okay. Well, first we're going to do charades, guys. All right. Let's do this. All right. You going first or am I going first?
I'll go first.
You wanna go first?
Hellchild gets a host.
Oh!
16 viewers. Thank you so
Hellchild.
much.
Thank
you.
you.
A wheel spin.
Thank you so much for that that host. I really appreciate that. That's real nice of you.
Do you? Oh, you don't have the side cam set up. I was gonna say.
No, you're going to stand right there and I'm going to use that there free cam.
Oh, okay. All right.
You got it?
Um.
All right. Tell me when you're ready because once you are ready, the timer begins. All right.
Yeah. So we're gonna do game now, right? Not character.
We're doing game.
We're gonna do game.
I'll do character.
You can do
All
a
right.
specific character.
All right then. Are you ready?
I'm ready. All right. Now it's your turn. You can go with yours
Okay.
because it combines.
It combines. Okay. All right. All
You know
right.
what I'm doing?
Okay, so that was the game, guys.
That was
the
one of the
game.
games,
Now
yes.
I'm going to try and help you out with the character.
Close enough. All right, I might have to do. There, that's a good one. We almost got it. It looks like maybe. Thank you for the sub, Miss Mel. No, nobody is. one person was semi-close, but nobody has. There we go. Cito got it. It was Overwatch. I did Roadhog, and then Reinhardt, and Andrew did Tracer. So, Joey, who would have thought this would have worked out so well? So not only that, Miss Mel subbed as well during that.
Oh,
So
Mel.
thank you so much, Mel.
Thank you, Mel. I really appreciate that.
Oh my God,
Oh.
I can't take you seriously ever again in my entire life.
I like Mel. I like Mel a lot. She's a nice girl.
T-Racer. Yes, Guitar Freak, you definitely did get Roadhog. So good job on that. That's what I was saying. Someone
All right,
at least got
So
close.
we got to decide here. Is it 5 XP to the entire room then? Is that what's going on? Did the chat get it?
Yeah, the chat got it.
Congratulations, chat. You get 5 XP to the entire room. Rick, make it happen, please. Thank you so much for that. And Mel, we're going to give you that there wheel spin right now. This one here is for Miss Mel. We love you, Mel. We'll like you a lot. Oh, holy shit.
Oh, so close.
Oh, real close. But
25 XP to the room, so 30 XP to the room.
That's a lot of XP to the entire room right there. A lot of XP. Way to go, Mel. Way to go, room.
Oh, Angelique's here. Hey, Angelique.
Oh shit!
God damn it,
It's
Andrew.
okay. Nobody will be able to see it. Let's go.
How long are you gonna do this bit?
Until he decides to leave me.
I don't know what that means.
Think of it like Cappy. Pornstache Andrew
Like who?
exists inside me right now.
I don't.
That's what she said.
I can't.
Moving on,
continue
guys.
this.
Did we get the winner of the giveaway? If so,
Oh
who
yeah,
was it?
Kelly.
It was EXG Seto. And Kelly whispered Seto already with the code. Thank you so
Oh,
much.
cool. Thank you.
Thank you for doing that, Kelly. Thank you. Congratulations, Seto.
And I want to see you streaming that on your PS4, man.
Yeah.
That'd be really cool.
Prize wheel is still active, guys. Anything worth $5 or more gets you a spin of the prize wheel. That means subbing, resubbing, pledging on Patreon, cheering, tipping, and hosting for 10 viewers or more. Oh, speaking of that, we got to give a spin to Hellchild. Big host with 16 or more viewers. I think it was maybe even 19 viewers from Hellchild. Here you go, man. Coming back from the YT Gamers Day. They're making a comeback, those guys.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. I'm glad to see them back.
This one is for you, and it looks like we're going to get a little old man
Thank
Andrew
you, God.
coming in
Please
here.
Switch it down.
Not yet.
Yeah, you can do it for this new this next story.
This next story?
Yeah.
All right. Oh! Oh my God.
I hate you so much.
What happened, Mike?
I don't know.
What happened?
I don't know. I decided to do something stupid with you 4 years ago, and here I sit.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, that is right.
That was weird, man.
Yes,
He
it
was
was.
totally inside me.
Oh my God, dude, you should do Old Man Porn Stash.
Old man porn stash Andrew. It's too late. He's already left my
He's
body.
already gone.
He's gone. I don't know where he went, but he left.
If that combination ever happens again in that order, that can happen.
Yes.
Until then.
Oh, speaking of, I do need to do a pterodactyl though.
And yes.
I'll do that now. Let's get the pterodactyl out of the way. We got to change jackets.
Stop speaking like that. You're done.
Never done.
You are done.
His remnants are inside me. Where the hell's the gold jacket?
I don't know, man. That organization in there is throwing me off.
There it
It's
is.
like organized.
I
and
didn't realize
stuff.
there was 3 drawers.
Yeah, that's why I went through the whole thing. It was
3
like
drawers
it's
worth
extensive.
of costume stuff. All right. Good old pterodactyl Andrew making a comeback. This one was for Vection, I think. And Vection, if you're still in the room, I apologize for this. This is from
Do
the
you
old
really
days.
apologize though?
This is from the old days of Level Up here. So you can hear it well.
Oh, boy.
Pterodactyl.
He didn't flap away. That was a half-assed pterodactyl.
I just gave a lot of oomph to the pterodactyl portion of the screen.
I don't know, man.
I'll flap back to my
That was
desk.
slightly half-assed. but it's okay. It's all right. You did Porn Stash. You had to do Old Man. You got a lot on your plate tonight. I will say, what you missed was Cito. He doesn't have a PS4.
Oh.
But he entered it for his friend because it's his friend's birthday, and he didn't have anything to give him.
Oh! Well,
That's
that
really
worked out really
cool.
well for you, didn't it?
Yeah. I like that. I like that a lot.
Very cool, man. Hope he enjoys it. All right, when the Adderall kicks in. That's Abandoned Teddy. How you doing, Teddy? Welcome.
awesome.
We got 63 people in the room. We hit 60.
We did.
See if we get to 70, guys. I'll do another little Willy Wonka call.
Bring it back up.
Another Willy Wonka call for you.
To do your, your unsuccessful Dr. Disrespect thing, like some
Yes.
J.O. said.
What?
Yeah, he said that when you did Porn Stash Andrew, you look like an unsuccessful Dr. Disrespect.
When did Dr. Disrespect become Porn Stash?
I
Andrew?
don't know, man.
No. There's no equivalent. Let's be honest. All right, moving on. Let's get back into the level update here. First up, Colin Moriarty actually making his return, and I'll do this old man over here.
This was an interesting thing.
Yeah. Hold on a second. Let me get up all the screens here. All right. So, Colin Moriarty is making his way back to games coverage. He wrote on his blog, "Every day I receive messages from folks telling me how much they miss me covering games." Oh shit. It's backwards, guys. Getting old. Getting senile. Every CLS video has at least a few comments about the same. People in the industry have told me privately and publicly that they'd wish I'd come back. I've had 2 meals with 2 prominent developers that told me just that in the last 2 weeks alone.
Are you Old Man Ocelot?
Combined with the fact that I now finally have time to breathe, think, and reflect, and take it in conjunction with the thousands of messages I've received, I've started to come around to doing something with games again. Someday, at some time. But questions remain. How? What? When? Unbeknownst to many of you, I wrote a message to my Patreon community last week, asking if I should return to games, even if it meant I had to shutter a CLS episode every week to make it happen. 1,276 paying patrons voted in the poll on the subject. 91% said I should return. Hundreds gave detailed feedback on what that comeback should look like. I didn't expect that resounding level of support at all. I simply cannot be ignored. And so I will not ignore it. Truth be told, I was actually dashing down a particular combat path for a short time. Very recently, but things didn't quite square the way I'd hoped. So I'm figuring out alternatives. That's where you come in, and where your feedback becomes essential. Oh, man. We have a poll for you guys. Will you be interested in Colin's return to games coverage? I love Colin. We'll check out anything he's involved with. B, I dislike Colin in some of his stances, but I appreciate his games coverage. Only interested if he returns to Kind of Funny. D, I want nothing to do with Colin Moriarty. Or E, I've never heard of him.
Oh my god. Oh man.
I did not hit her. I didn't.
I did not.
I
Oh
did
hi,
not.
Mark.
Oh, hi, Mark.
I like how every time I see Mark, I just say it like that.
Yeah.
And it's,
Well, that was a long portrayal there. We got to rewind here. We're in GameStop
yeah,
stuff
right.
now.
So here's what's interesting about this. Actually, the most interesting thing I took away from this, because honestly, it was going to happen at some point. I had a feeling. I knew he wouldn't be, away from it forever. I'm surprised that actually did take this long. But actually, some of the stuff I don't think you wrote in here was just how reveal. To me, I've always been interested in like what happened, like what why did Colin leave?
Right,
what
yeah.
broke that? Because it honestly feels like even it broke the friendship that he had with Greg.
Yeah, I don't know if you ever saw it, but Greg actually did an AMA, and one of the questions was, "Do you still talk to Colin?" And he said no. Like he doesn't even talk to Colin
which is
anymore.
insane.
So they had like a true falling out.
And it was basically from things he said in here and things that everybody else has said, it just sheds some more light on what happened with that whole situation, which is what I took away from this. So if you haven't, if you're interested in that, you know, to me it was just interesting. You know, it was something that happened in the game industry. So it was almost like you know behind the scenes type thing. So if you're interested, I would listen to or watch this video and see what happened there. But that said, I'm not surprised. I don't know if this is going to go as well as he wants or not. But you know,
I'm going to read off the message. I want to make sure it wasn't flagged by the filter. It says, "I love you guys very much. Insert happy face and heart. I wish I could be in the show and all, and I wish I could afford you your awesome hoodies someday. ... Someday. What does I say there?
By the way, your beard is still very majestic, Mike.
I'm going to refund you since you didn't get the audio message, but thank you for the kind comments, Seto. I'll have to look into... I know that it was working on my game stream, but I actually did not get the chance to test it on the Level Up show yet. So I'll test it tonight to see if it's not working on the Level Up show, and I'll figure out why it didn't, and we'll make it work for the next stream. Thank you, though, for that. Really appreciate it. All right. Here's the thing. I'm going to keep an eye on this, just because I do appreciate Colin's game coverage.
Yeah.
I do strongly disagree with a lot of what he stands for. But I loved the dynamic when he wasn't at when he was at Kind of Funny.
Yeah, like he had that more like serious take. Like here's the thing, I like Kind of Funny. I listen to their stuff, but I find I'm listening to them less and less just because all the time it's all jokey.
Right.
You know, whereas Colin, even though sometimes he was a downer on stuff and he didn't always follow through with everything, and half the time he didn't even show up for stuff, and I think that's where it was. I liked his take because it brought the tone into a different direction.
Right.
Whether it was on Game Over Greggy bringing in a serious topic that he had a good opinion on, or if it was, P.S. I Love You, when they still had that going, or even the morning show. His takes on things were serious and well thought out, and even if you didn't agree with them, you couldn't help but respect his
At least there was
approach.
like opposing views.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
feel like what Kind of Funny became was just this echo chamber in a sense, where like they all kind of agree with each other for the most part when it comes to games. There's nobody that really has like a strongly opposing stance anymore. Colin was that guy that was the opposing stance. And I in a sense, I almost wish that someday they could squash things and make it work again.
Yeah, absolutely.
I almost wonder if Colin regrets leaving, and that's why he's now getting back in the games coverage. Maybe after like 6 months, he's realized like, what did I do? Why did I leave? Like, why didn't I try and make it work? But that's assuming that Kind of Funny and the rest of those guys wanted to make it work. We don't know entirely what on behind the scenes. But it was truly a falling out, and that's just sad. It's sad whenever that happens.
Yeah.
So, but I will keep an eye on what Colin does, just because I do appreciate his games coverage. Moving on. Go ahead, Mike.
Moving on, GameStop has halted their upcoming game rental service.
Halter tops.
Halter Tops. The Verge writes, last month GameStop announced a new, God damn it, Kelly, a new rental subscription service that would let customers borrow as many used games as they wanted during a 6 month period for a flat fee. But according to a report from Kotaku, I swear to God, if you delete that and move that again. But according to a report from Kotaku, just days before the service's full launch on November 19th, GameStop has decided to temporarily pause the rollout of the new service. The company hasn't offered an explanation as to why it decided to halt the program, although I do kind of know of this. Oh, here, they're on. According to another source, GameStop says that the issues at GameStop were issues with the point-of-sale system, which wasn't able to handle the rental program. The Power Pass program was going to cost $60 and let gamers check out a used game as many times as they want for the entire time, and then at the end of that period, keep whatever the last game they checked out was.
It was a cool idea.
I liked it. I wanted it. And so basically what it is the POS system for GameStop, I have knowledge of this. it has limitations. It's like the same limitations for any store. If you want to check stock and availability of that current store, for your store alone, it might work here and there as long as inventory is done correctly. But for other stores, it was wildly inaccurate. There are constant times where I go to, I've gone to a GameStop and, okay, hey, we don't have it here, but this store has it there, to the point where now, at this point, they are actually, it's almost policy pretty much to call the other store and make sure they have it. Even if the computer says it does, it's almost not true. It's almost always not true. So I think that's part of the problem, is that they weren't able to keep track of it accurately throughout.
That just looks so bad that they announced this thing and then pulled back on it so quickly, especially considering that there were people excited for it.
Yeah.
It sounded like a cool program.
I don't think it's going away completely. I think they're looking into how to make it work, because it was in test stores that it didn't work at. But I think that it's going to be off the table for some time.
Yeah, a little bit surprising on the results to earlier poll. A lot of people said, I've never heard of him. 57.1%. Never heard of Colin Moriarty. He was with Kind of Funny.
Finding out more and more that that's the thing, and I thought I knew the least about, a lot of these guys. So.
Considering you guys are PlayStation guys, I especially would have thought you would have known him from Podcast Beyond, many, many years on Podcast Beyond with IGN, and then Kind of Funny. Those guys are always very involved with PlayStation. But as for the other ones, I love Colin and will check out anything he's involved with. That's 14%. Also the same for I dislike some of Colin's stances, but I appreciate his games coverage. That's 14%. And again, 14% for only interested if he returns to Kind of Funny. Nobody said, I want nothing to do with Colin Moriarty. Interesting. Thought more of you guys would have heard of him. And the final level update story, let's talk about that October NPD results. Some surprising things in here. The first not surprising part is that Nintendo Switch was #1 again. I mean, God, Mario released. Of course, Nintendo Switch was #1. If it wasn't #1 that month, it wouldn't have made any sense. Right. But Nintendo did say, NPD said, according to the NPD group, which tracks U.S. video game sales, the Nintendo Switch system was the #1 video game console, followed by the Super Nintendo Classic. Was in the #2 spot. When combined with the Nintendo 3DS family of systems, Nintendo systems accounted for 2/3 of all video game hardware sold in the United States for the second month in a row. That's crazy. The U.S. video game industry hardware sales of more than 1 million total units in October, which is the first time that has happened since 2011. Strongly thanks to Nintendo. PS4 was right after that in the #2 spot if you don't consider Super Nintendo Classic. As for software, we're going to go from 20 down to 1. Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege is holding on, barely. NHL 18, then Ghost Recon Wildlands, Fire Emblem Warriors, Mario Kart 8, Breath of the Wild, Wolfenstein 2, Evil Within 2. So those ones both came out.
And Evil Within 2 were that low on the list.
That's bad. We'll talk about that in a moment. Grand Theft Auto 5, Gran Turismo Sport, Forza Motorsport 7, Destiny 2, Madden NFL 18, WWE 2K18, FIFA 18, and the top 5 are NBA 2K18, South Park The Fractured But Whole, Super Mario Odyssey in 3rd place, Assassin's Creed Origins in 2nd place, and #1, very surprising in my opinion, beating out Assassin's Creed, was Middle-earth Shadow of War. That's in the #1 position. I really did not see that coming. But yeah, something that's really upsetting is that Grand Theft Auto 5 beat the Evil Within 2 and Wolfenstein 2, The New Colossus. That is bad. And what that potentially shows, which is unfortunate, is that single-player games, linear narratives, are just not appreciated as much as they should be.
Yep. And post-game DLC is as lucrative as these companies.
So you guys have spoken with your dollar, and this is why we're going to get more and more games as a service, because games like Wolfenstein 2 and Evil Within 2 are not selling well. Just really unfortunate.
Yep. But that said, both of those games came out at the end of October. So that's not...
One of them was mid-October, right?
Was it?
Which one? One of them was mid-October.
No, both of them were towards the end, I think.
Were they?
Both of them were right around the same week.
Okay.
Yeah. What was it called? Oh, no, Evil Within was a little bit earlier than that.
That's what I thought.
But that said, that game was a little bit more niche. Wolfenstein
It wasn't, though. The reason Evil Within 2 happened is because Evil Within 1 sold really, really well. That's, surprisingly well. It, broke records for horror games. That's why they made a second one. But something clearly, I don't know what happened in that time span where maybe it was because the first one had bad technical issues and maybe that was enough to push people away from the franchise entirely.
I think that rubbed the people the wrong way, and so there were people that were being cautious about it. I'm very interested to see where they land for the month of November.
Right. Evil Within 2 was Friday the 13th, so pretty early in the month, actually, less than
Yeah.
halfway through. That's just
Okay.
not good. That's not good at all. And Wolfenstein 2 was supposedly was so great. It's got like a 90 on Metacritic.
But it also came out with 3 days left in the month.
It's still like 7. What number is that? That's like number 14 for the month. Like not even in the top 10.
I'm honestly not that surprised with it. I'm excited to see where Wolfenstein lands for the month of November.
I don't know. I'm a little surprised that some of these games in the top 10, like WWE,
Don't get me wrong,
2K18.
NBA 2K18 and all that stuff. I don't understand that. I never will, but
Yeah, that's bizarre. Thank you for the follow from Spaced Chunk 420. Appreciate the follow.
interesting.
And that is the level update. We do have a poll for you guys that will run in the meantime. It is who will win November MPD? You know, the big holiday NPD, Black Friday and all that. Will it be PlayStation 4/Pro? Will it be Xbox One S/X? Or will it be the Nintendo Switch taking another month? Let us know in that poll. I think Kelly probably put it in there already. And while that is running, we're going to do our first ever subscription gift giveaway. Kelly's also going to put this in the chat for you guys. So we're going to be doing this every Sunday for the rest of the year to celebrate the holidays and all that. This is us given to you guys. So this will be the first time, and we'll do this every week for the foreseeable future until the end of the year at least.
I like this.
Yeah, it's a good way to utilize this new system. We're not the only ones that can do sub gifting, guys. You guys can also sub gift to each other. That's what's really cool about sub gifting is it's like a community thing in a way where you guys can support each other. Maybe somebody can't just can't sub. Maybe they don't have
And I
money.
don't think you can sub gift somebody who's already a sub, right? Like if they're already a sub.
Well, that's what I was going to say is you can, but I would suggest that if you already have a sub, don't enter into the giveaway. We're kind of wanting to do this to bring in new subs, to give people that don't already have those privileges, the badge, the audio hooks, the sub-only chat, all those kind of things. We want to give it to somebody new who hasn't had that privilege before. So Kelly accidentally got into
Johnny,
it.
apparently.
Instead of Johnny.
Johnny's was an accident. Kelly's was an accident, but Johnny's was an accident.
All right. Well, if it goes to either of those two, we'll just do it again, I guess. But the idea is that if you are already a sub, please don't get into the giveaway. The idea is that we're trying to, grow our community and our subscribers and show them the perks of everything that is offered in that. And Nine Fox did it too.
God damn it.
And so did Joey. Oh wait, no, Joey didn't. Okay.
Shame.
And so did.
Well, you guys woke up Danielle so she can come in and tell you guys messed up.
you guys
that's
messed.
bad.
You done messed up, guys. You done messed up. All right. Well, why don't we just do the giveaway now and then we'll redo it. Just redo it. Since so many of you guys clearly got in on it. Just end the giveaway, Kelly, and then redo it real quick. Whatever it says here, guys, does not count. It is not the official giveaway.
There's so many +1s in the chat.
We have a lot of subs in here right now. Of the 50-something people in the room, I would bet at least half of you guys are subs.
Yeah, right.
But there's some people in here that are definitely not subs. I know.
Danielle, it's called a giveaway, not a punishment.
Oh, wow, look at that. 66 now? Wow, we were at 59 before the show started. Nice job, guys.
Nice.
Brought us back up to 66 subs
That's awesome.
tonight. Let me go to our channel page so I can look at. I want to see who wins this. Is it still active? Let's see. Let me put this down to 160p. I don't even see the thing.
I don't see how you can see anything with that.
View details? For some reason, I don't see the extension right now. I think it might be Chrome. I've had issues with Chrome recently. How about you?
I've actually started using Chrome more, and I've had less issues than when I stopped.
Oh, okay. I've been having issues just today. I don't know what happened, but either way, Kelly will redo it for you guys.
Sucks to suck.
Sucks to suck, yeah. And I think we're going to commercial break, actually, aren't we? No, we're not. We have the rapid fire. How did another song start? Johnny, did you do it again?
Johnny, I'm literally going to find a way to time you out.
I don't think it was him. I think it must have accidentally started up itself again for some reason. Doesn't matter. All right, guys. While that is happening, we are just going to move on with the show. Kelly will let us know in the outline who wins, and we'll do the sub gift live during the show. Let's look at the poll though. As for who will win November MPD, you guys voted on Nintendo Switch, and I would agree. I think Nintendo Switch will take it.
Yeah, definitely. And I think deservedly.
Yeah, I mean, with the Mario bundle and Zelda 2, it's just
Right.
I can't imagine them not winning. All right, moving on. Let's get into the smaller stories of the night.
Are
Those
they
little tiny
smaller?
ones. And what we like to call here the Rapid Fire News Roundup.
Man, you were off tempo on that one.
I thought I was right on, man.
Oh, no,
Right
you were
on.
off.
First up in the Rapid Fire News Roundup, Disney has shut down Marvel Heroes.
And somewhere Dean is crying.
We regret to inform our Marvel Heroes fans that we have ended our relationship with Gazillion Entertainment and that the Marvel Heroes games will be shut down. We would like to sincerely thank the players who joined the Marvel Heroes community and will provide any further updates as they become available. Supposedly, that has something to do with sexual harassment allegations against one of the leads at Gazillion Air, or I think that's how you say it. But on top of that, I think that, I don't know, it sounds like things were kind of falling apart there anyway. So maybe it was just
What do you mean?
compiled. Like the PC version was being like neglected ever since the console version was
Oh,
released
yeah,
and stuff
yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
A lot of people were very upset with the treatment of the PC version and so on. So
Well, we had it for 3 years, and now we're not getting all the attention. You have a new baby, and I want it all for me.
congratulations to Jay Hillard for winning that sub gift. We're going to give that to you in just a moment. Let's go through the rapid fire first. EA Motive's new action franchise that they've already been working on for several years, led by Jade Raymond, is going to have features that have never been seen before. We have a team at Montreal that is building a brand new action franchise, probably for our fiscal year 2021. Holy crap. That also looks fantastic and very exciting. A new game with a lot of new interesting gameplay that I don't think anyone's ever seen before. Action is clearly the place we're missing the most, and the reason we're building Anthem and Motive's new title. That's the largest sector in gaming. It's one we haven't spent a lot of time in because we're so focused on sports and first-person shooters. We feel like there's a huge opportunity there. That's
Yep.
pretty crazy to me that they've already been working on it for years and it still is like 3 years away. This is going to be like a 6-7 year development.
Yeah, this better
Cycle.
be a really damn good game.
Really? Yeah, seriously.
Like, this is getting ridiculous.
Oh, I mean, just based off the fact that they've been working on it for so long, I'm interested to see what it's all about. Good news, guys. PlayStation Experience Keynote will actually be streamed. And that's really all I have to say about it. But that's great news because there were a lot of concerns that when they were tweeting out things like, oh yeah, there's going to be stuff to announce. There's some cool stuff there.
Right.
Like, just very like, lackluster tweets, not at all hyping us up. People were like, are they even going to stream this thing?
I was annoyed.
Yeah, it was
Like,
what are they doing?
you have a
TX
thank
Puck,
you.
thank you so much.
TX Puck. You have an entire conference, you have an entire event based just around your platform that you've used for years as a way to announce titles and show why people love your system. And this year you're like, we're not going to do much.
Yeah.
We're just going to hang out. If you guys want to grab a beer go ahead and grab it from the fridge. Just
Well, that's the thing is
relax.
like we're just talking about
It's
the
like-
keynote here, but there's a whole other thing that
Do you know
PlayStation
what I mean? Like the
Experience.
vibe to it was just like, just grab a seat.
It's only
We're not gonna
concerning.
entertain tonight.
It's only concerning the keynote though. Everything else,
like,
we have no idea. what that's
Imagine
gonna
for
be.
like 3 years you go to a party, and every year the party is awesome. Like they do stuff. Like 1 year you guys just play charades, and while it's just weird, it's still goofy and fun, and you love it. And then the next year you play Cards Against Humanity, and it's awesome, and it's everything you want it to be. And then the year after that you do random paintings by Bob Ross, and it's just like, man, this is freaking awesome. This is what I love. I love this party. And then the next year you go, and it's just like, grab a seat. There's some pizza rolls in the oven, and we'll just chat with you in a few minutes. Like,
I think that's a little
I don't know.
sensationalist, but I don't think that's at all what they're saying. But I'm going to gift a subscription right now. Let me pause the video because I want to make sure I do it while Jade Hillard is here. Jay Hillard, congratulations, man, on winning the sub gift, the first one we've ever done. This will be the first one. Let's see how this works right now. I've never done it before. I think you can just do it through PayPal. Hopefully, we'll find out. Yeah, you can.
Interesting.
Very cool. So this gives you 1 month of sub. I don't think it renews or anything like that, Jay Hillard. So that's up to you if you want to renew afterwards. But for this month, congratulations. Enjoy the perks of being a sub. That includes the badge. That includes the audio hooks. That includes sub-only chats. And a whole bunch of other stuff too. Geffies.
You know what I
now.
never knew? And I'm curious about this for Twitch. If you sub once and then you don't sub again, but then you sub again, does it show that, like, let's say we have the badges, right?
Right.
So how long do you have to sub before it changes to the bronze badge?
You have to be a sub for 3 months, I think.
So if you sub for like 2 months, don't sub for the next, and then sub for a third one? Does it go bronze, or do you start over?
You have to do it in succession.
Okay.
Yeah, it has to be continuous.
Gotcha.
For some reason, it doesn't let me choose from the wallet, though, so I'll just have to choose from my bank account, and then I'll just transfer it afterwards. Well, let's see if this works. I wonder if it's actually going to pop up as an alert. I guess we'll find out in a little bit. Probably take a second to process, but I wonder if it actually has an alert to it and all that. Thank you, Jay Hillard, for getting in on that. Thank you for being a member of our community, and I hope that you appreciate this up. There it is. It worked. That's very cool. I like that a lot. That's a cool new feature. Do we give him a wheel spin?
Yeah.
I guess so, right? Let's do it. Let's give him a wheel spin. Do we have any? We have somebody else too.
Sub gift.
Oh, TX Puck. We got to do TX Puck too.
Yeah.
Oh wait.
Do.
We already did Old Man Andrew. Yeah. Okay. Old Man Andrew's been done.
You do a wheel spin, it lands on sub gift again.
Yeah, it's possible. We do have sub gift on the wheel, guys. Very small, but there is a sub gift on the wheel. So this one is for TX Puck. He was first. 10 XP to just TX Puck.
Cool.
Rick, if you would make that happen, please. And this one is for Jay Hillard, brand new sub. And the wheel has spoken. Video Game Magazine. We'll do that after the rapid fire. All right. Let's get back to the rapid fire. Moving on. Final Fantasy 15's Noctis is going to be joining Tekken 7.
This is weird.
It is weird.
Because it doesn't fit.
I'm so blown away by how far-reaching Final Fantasy 15 is this generation. Like Assassin's Creed, movies, anime. It's just like they are milking the shit out of Final Fantasy 15. It blows my mind how far it's going. But I guess it makes sense considering the development hell. This is all, I would assume, to make back on all the problems that they had. It seems like it's working for them, though.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't mind cameos. I just don't like that he's being featured as a cameo in Tekken. He doesn't fit for that fighting game. If anything, he fits better for Soul Calibur or for something a little bit, even like Mortal Kombat or something like that. But Tekken is far more, I don't know, personal combat. But in this one, if you is this the trailer for it?
This is Tekken here, but I don't know if it's going to get to the part where he actually fights.
Because in the fighting, he's just like warping around all the time.
Right.
That's not like that's not at all what Tekken is. That's the wrong fighting game for that. So
yeah, looks like he didn't get to the fighting. But next up, Supermassive's PSVR game called The Impatient was supposed to release this year. Not having it anymore. It is going to come out in 2018. These are the guys that also did Hidden Agenda, a game that we did not get around to playing during Extra Light, but would still like to.
Yeah, I definitely want
It's a cool concept. It uses the PlayLink system with the phone and all that. These guys are innovators, man. Until Dawn is excellent.
Yeah.
And scary. Very scary, too. So imagining a PSVR title, horror title from them, that sounds pretty damn cool. So PSVR also, we're going to be talking about during Black Friday deals, really dropped down. So if you guys are interested at all in PSVR, we'll talk about the prices.
I would love
it's
to.
competitive now.
It's one of those things where like I've looked at it and I'm just like, I need to get other things.
Right.
I want to get it so badly just because it's like a perfect price point for it. But
I think I'm going to go with the Switch instead.
I think for
holiday.
you that's a better move.
Yeah.
To me, I already have the Switch, so that would definitely be on my plate. But it is what it is.
And lastly, a story that just came out today that I thought was a total sick burn. I love it. Don't be worried about Cyberpunk 2077's online features, because they had a tweet recently talking about online features, and everybody immediately jumped on it like, oh no, not what do they call CD Projekt Red too? Are you kidding me? They're going to be doing games as a service and microtransactions and all this bullshit. Well, they tweeted out today, quote, "Worry not. When thinking CP 2077, think nothing less than The Witcher 3. Huge, single-player, open-world, story-driven RPG. No hidden catch. You get what you pay for. No bullshit. Just honest gaming like with Wild Hunt. We leave greed for others."
Oh my god. Between them and Blizzard.
Man.
Wait, did we read the Blizzard one from last week? Was that last week?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, you didn't read the one for StarCraft?
No, I don't think so.
Did you hear about this?
No, I don't think so.
StarCraft actually replied to EA too.
Did they?
Yeah, because you know how StarCraft went free to play, right?
Right, yeah.
Okay, so we talked about that. So StarCraft 2 is now free to play, and it's like amount of hours it takes to unlock, all the heroes in our game, 0. All this stuff, and it basically was the same, on the same level. This was much more direct. That one was like definitely, a little bit more like goofy. Like, this one was just like, hey, these guys are greedy. We're not.
Yeah, really.
But like both companies are really taking an awesome stance, and I love it.
Very cool. I like that a lot. I thought that was a sick burn. I was surprised we didn't get any exclamation point O's in there, honestly.
Well,
what was I
that's
saying we were
really
going to do
popular.
after going through rapid fire?
Video game magazine.
Video Game Magazine. Let's go to the cam here. Which one is that? I think that's 9.
I don't know.
Yes, it is. All right. A lot of our magazines are destroyed. Thanks.
Oh
to,
my god, yes.
Thanks to the coasters. There it is. Oh, nice. All right, take a look at this, Mike. Legend of Zelda. Didn't even have a title yet, I don't think. This is before they titled it Wind Waker.
What is really interesting about this is that I was just listening to Easy Allies podcast in the car.
Yeah.
And one of their viewer segments was they gave a time frame for how long it was between the game was announced versus when it was released, and this magazine was referenced in that.
This is from August 2002.
Yep.
Wow. So what else is on here? Let's see. Metal Gear Solid 2 Skateboarding. I remember that. That was in the Substance version. Play as Lara Croft in Tony Hawk 3 is also on the cover here. What's been reviewed in here? We got Stuntman reviewed in here. WrestleMania.
Britney's dance beat.
Let's find out what that got in a second. Let's do a quick search here. First up, MX Superfly. I actually remember that.
Do you really? Because I don't.
I remember this too. Matt Hoffman's
That
Pro
I
BMX 2. Clearly a sign of the times here. Like skateboarding in Metal Gear Solid, Lara Croft and Tony Hawk 3.
Yep.
Next page, MX Superfly. Then Matt Hoffman's Pro BMX 2. Like, Jesus. Reign of Fire.
Remember that movie?
I do remember that. That was Christian
That's
Bale when he got all
terrible.
beefed up again. Let's see what else we got here. What else? What else? Lethal Skies. Oh, here we go. Oh my God, Final Fantasy 11.
Jeez.
All right, let's get to. Oh, wow, that's pretty cool. Nintendo Triforce. Of course, Link, Mario, and Metroid there. That's pretty cool. What else we got in here for that?
I don't know. The other one on the magazine.
Okay, so. Oh, so this is Mario
Super
Sunshine.
Mario
Did it come
Sunshine?
out yet at this point? Mario Sunshine?
Maybe.
2002. August 2002. Probably not, right?
It was either just released. I mean, I can't remember now.
Yeah, so
No, I
they're
don't
probably
think
they're
no,
probably
this
talking
is
about
a
the
preview.
Triforce as like these are the
Yeah.
big ones coming, you know. Super Mario Sunshine, Metroid Prime, and Zelda. I wonder if it had a Wind Waker as a title yet. Where is it? No, just Legend of Zelda. They didn't have a title for it yet. The Legend of Zelda, as it was often called back then. Do you remember that?
Yep, because it's cell shaded.
Yep. Oh. You can't say.
Jeez.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer. And let's
What
go
a
to the
good game
reviews.
that
Let's see what the
was.
best reviewed game of the month was. Best reviewed game of the month was The Mark of Kree. That actually was really good. The Mark of
Yeah.
Kree. Do you remember that?
No.
I actually had that. That was a really good game. Wow. Britney's Dance Beat. You guys see that? 3.5, 1.5, and 3.5. Way to go, Brittany.
That was.
Let's see what Mark of Kree got. Mark of Kree game of the month with an 8.5, 8, and a 9. That was a great game. Really liked that a lot. Smuggler's Run, I remember that. Stuntman. Crazy Taxi. Oh, this actually reviewed really well, but didn't get game of the month for some reason. 9, 8, and 8 for Crazy Taxi 3 High Roller on Xbox. I think that was exclusive too. Whoa. What the hell? Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind only got 7, 7.5, and 8.5.
That's
That's
weird.
surprising.
Because that game is really good.
Yeah. For Xbox. That was the PC port of it.
Oh, I wonder if the port was just bad.
Yeah, maybe it was a bad port. Grand Theft Auto Copycats. Check out the Getaway and True Crime inside.
That's funny.
Yeah. First GameCube and Xbox RPGs reviewed. Yeah, actually, this is like right when GameCube and Xbox released because PS2 was first. Xbox and GameCube were a year
Yeah,
later.
PlayStation pulled a Wii U situation, which was
Yeah.
weird, or a Wii situation. No, right? Was it Wii U?
Was Mario a launch game for GameCube then? I don't remember it being a launch game.
No, it wasn't a launch game for Wii. For,
Luigi's Mansion was
GameCube.
the launch game.
Yes.
Yeah.
And as was Rogue Squadron, and
That was a good launch.
It was a good launch. It was a very good launch, actually.
Yeah.
For them. I can't remember what else though. I'm trying to remember.
Just those two
Was
alone
Pikmin?
makes it a good launch.
Pikmin out?
I don't know. What? Oh, buddy. With the tip. $10 tip. Thank you so
Time to tip. The scale's approximately 3.
much. Nice. Thank you so much. Let's give a wheel spin before we move on to the On the Spot. Guys, this is your last chance to ask a question using the Streamlabs extension because we will start off on the spot by answering those questions you guys submitted. But anyway, guys, let's get on to the On the Spot here.
Ustipas.
What's the pots? Guys, we are doing a new thing. At the start of On the Spot, instead of getting right into the Discord question that you guys asked us, we're going to go through the submitted questions from the Ask a Question feature of Streamlabs extension.
Yep.
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 So I think we have 3 questions. Let's find out. Yes, let's start off with 9Fox, who said, would you rather go to jail for 4 years for something you didn't do, or get away with something horrible you did, but always live in fear of being caught? Wow.
Oh boy.
This is a dark
That's deep.
question.
That's dark and
Would you
deep.
rather go to jail for 4 years for something you didn't do, or get away with something horrible you did, but always live in fear of being caught? I think I would rather go to jail for 4 years, honestly. For one, because that means I didn't do something terrible, and I don't know if I could live with myself. And in the grand scheme of things, 4 years actually isn't that bad as far as jail time goes.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree, because can you imagine having to live forever in fear? Like, that would be terrible.
It would suck. Yeah, don't get me wrong, 4 years in jail would suck. But it's, in the grand scheme of things, 4 years of your life, hopefully about like 1/20th of your life.
Right.
You know, better than living in fear for your entire life, I would think.
Yeah.
So that's my answer.
Oh, that's dark.
That's dark.
That's a rough one.
That's dark. Seto says, was this worth the 20 XP? And will I ever be able to join your show through Discord? Yes, you will be able to join our show through Discord.
And no, it was not.
No, it was not, because you asked the question and it happened. And next week actually is Discord night. Next week is Discord night. And we'll open the door as we always do at the end of the show, and you guys will jump on and you'll talk with us through Discord. So no, you did not waste your XP, and yes, you will be able to join the show if you're here. As long as you're here, you'll be able to do it. We do it the last Sunday of each month is when we do Discord night. So moving on, though, we actually do have the On the Spot. You guys can go on our Discord at discord.gg/levelupnetwork. Submit a heartbeat question like this person did. Dear the Level Up Show, if EA was to ever lose their rights to Star Wars, which games would you like to see made by what studios? This came from GFN Poolside, a collaboration. What do you think? So there's a lot of different Star Wars franchises. You got like KOTOR, for instance, maybe, or Rogue Squadron, or Battlefront. What else? Jedi Academy. Like, you go like so many different routes, I guess.
Right. There's definitely different ways that you can go about with this. Can you imagine if Rockstar had their hands on like an exploration one, maybe even on like one planet, just like where you went?
I mean, the exploration game within that universe would probably be KOTOR, right? That's their only like exploratory RPG that they've ever done. I can't think of any other Star Wars like exploratory games.
Yeah, I guess like the Old Republic for their MMO and everything.
Right,
like
for MMO, yeah. I can't imagine Rockstar doing like a dedicated MMO though.
I don't think it would do an MMO. I'm
No.
just saying, just like, can you like imagine a Rockstar-driven game? So great story, great open world, a lot of interaction with the GTA Online type stuff.
Right.
Trying to get a hold of something, even if it was just something small, like maybe it was just something in something on Tatooine. Like you were just part of the crime. Imagine GTA but working for Jabba the Hutt.
Right.
You know what I mean? Just like something like that. Like that would be freaking awesome.
One other came to my mind right now is The Force Unleashed, and I could see.
Oh my god, that game was
like
so
Sucker
good.
Punch.
I thought that game was so cool. Yeah,
Sucker
that would
Punch
be
could do a really
good
cool
grab.
thing.
Man, now I want that. I hate you.
I would like to see like
Oh boy,
an action game done by a developer that actually can do awesome action, and that I feel
Yeah.
like is Sucker Punch.
Man, that would be really cool.
That would be cool.
I would really like.
What
that.
about like Rogue Squadron? Who does that go
I
to?
mean, I don't know. Whoever
That was
is
Factor
combat.
5 originally.
Whoever-
Should it just go back to Factor 5?
Yeah, I think that was fine. I think Rogue Squadron would be good with that.
But they did go on to do Layer, let's not forget.
Yeah, that was a really weird game.
Yeah, I don't know where they fell off there. But yeah, they did Layer. Who else is like known for doing like Flight?
Yeah, that's the thing, is I don't know who really has that like nailed down.
Right? Like besides like Star Fox team, like whoever works on those games, right? Like I don't know. Who would be best suited for Rogue Squadron? Give it to Nintendo and have the Star Fox guys do it.
Yeah, right.
Right? I don't know.
Oh man, a Jar Jar Binks game done by Nintendo.
There you go. That's not bad. That's not bad. KOTOR. What about if we had like a Western style RPG like KOTOR? Who would be the team? Honestly, I feel like, I mean, EA does own BioWare, but I mean, BioWare are the guys, right? They're the Western
I was
RPG
gonna
guys.
say, I think that would be perfect.
Who else is like a great Western RPG? I guess you could say like Guerrilla Games. They're not
after
from
Horizon
the West
and
necessarily,
everything
but
like
after
that.
Horizon,
Yeah, that definitely shows that they can handle something like that. But I think that game would be good, you know, as not like a KOTOR type game, because KOTOR was definitely a lot more RPG filled,
right?
than anything else.
It would be more action based
Right.
than KOTOR was.
Yeah, definitely.
KOTOR was like Mass Effect. In like it was very focused on like the branching dialogue trees and all that, right? So I don't think Guerrilla Games would want to go that route.
Blue Point doing like a
First
Battle
person.
Royale.
Battle Royale. Yeah, I mean, you can apply Battle Royale to anything.
Yeah.
Really.
But like, can you imagine that just dropping in? You don't know if you're gonna be a stormtrooper or a rebel, and just like
That could be
go into
cool.
the world.
That
and
could
you're
be
just, like,
cool.
it's every man for themselves.
And you got all those different worlds you can go to too. I mean,
Right.
God, there's so many
That would
different
be
Star Wars worlds.
That would be legitimate.
That
I
would be
love
pretty
that.
cool. I will give you that. What about Battlefront? Where does Battlefront go if not with EA? Who would be best suited for that? I mean, I remember Rick saying like DICE was his dream developer.
They were
for
and, like,
Battlefront
that would
too.
be perfect, but they just I don't think they handled that appropriately. I don't like the way that they did it with 1 because there wasn't as much progression. I do think that they changed the feel of Battlefront from the original series to what it was now, and it was like back then, so they didn't have anything. There was nothing wrong with it. So I don't like that they changed it. I'm glad that Battlefront exists in a way, but I don't wish, like in the current state, but I wish it was a different type of title. Like, I like the idea that you take Battlefield and make a Star Wars game out of it, but I wish that Battlefront, the other version, you know, the original style was still there.
Supposedly Abandoned Teddy had a good comment, and I'm not finding it.
That's way...
It's too far, but I don't see him. Abandoned Teddy, where are you? What did you say? Everybody's like, Abandoned Teddy. That's a good one. Where are you, Abandoned Teddy?
I don't know. I don't see it. I'm trying to think of anybody else, though, like any other type of games or...
Yeah, I don't see it. Factor 5 on Wiki was going to do a Superman game, but it got canned. That I did not know, actually. That's interesting. Yeah, I didn't see Abandoned Teddy's, but supposedly he had a good one. What other like Star Wars franchises are there? Are there any others that like are well known? Like Jedi Academy and stuff?
There was Jedi Forces.
Yeah.
I like that game. That was really
See, I feel
cool.
like you could combine all like just a lightsaber game like Force Unleashed. Just go Sucker Punch. You know?
Yeah.
There's a lot of different like lightsaber games. But if it was an action focused lightsaber game, I think Sucker Punch should get it.
Mike Beating Simulator 2017. I don't know what that... Oh, never mind. I know that was there. Never mind.
Dustin says, if you tip through Streamlabs, does it use your payment info from Twitch? You can use whatever you want. You can use credit card. You can use PayPal. You choose the payment that you want, Dustin. But it will... you can put in your Twitch handle.
Yeah.
Because when you log into Streamlabs, you are logging into Twitch. So it knows your Twitch information. And that's how StreamBoss works, is it's able to know what your Twitch ID is, and that's how it chooses the icon and all that. So if you are tipping through Streamlabs, I'm pretty sure that means you are logged into Twitch through Streamlabs. So that's how it knows everything. So yeah. Yeah, I can't think of any others, though. Those are that
No,
kind
I
of wraps
can't
it
think
up.
of really anything else. I'm sure once I leave here...
Do you think it
I'm
actually will get pulled from EA?
I do.
You think so, really?
I do. I don't know if it will be right now. I don't know if it'll be right away. But I don't think that's... I mean, Disney is one of those companies that's in it for the... They play the long game.
Right.
And I think the long game is you don't have this... That you have whatever titles you have in the works, and that's it. Because Disney doesn't want their properties to look bad. And they also don't want them to look like they don't know what they're doing and who they're giving it to. So they'll let them work on it and make it seem like, okay, this was the end of their contract. Like, they'll make it look like... This was it. This is what they have.
Well, I mean, I'm sure that is what it is. I'm sure it's a contract for so many years, and I guess they just won't renew it.
No, I can even see them buying the end of the contract. Like,
Yeah, maybe.
like whatever games that they're working on, EA is finished. Maybe EA could have had the contract to 2025, but whatever game is being developed, as soon as that whatever the last one is done, that they have announced at least, they'll be like, hey, this is done, and then they'll announce it, and then you'll hear this like weird insider leak, like apparently, we'll be reporting in 4 years. Apparently, EA lost the contract and Disney bought them out early, and it's something like that. So.
I think it's going to depend strongly on the Amy Hennig game that is now not an Amy Hennig game. They've got to win them back on these next couple. They also got Stig doing his Star Wars game, so there's still like 2 or 3 more that are coming that we'll have to wait for. But anyway,
oh man, imagine Stig Asmussen heading a Star Wars game with like a Jedi, like kind of like Force
Right.
Unleashed.
Well, yeah, I mean, he
similar
did
to
God of War 3, yeah.
Right.
So-
So that's what I'm saying. Like, imagine that. That would be awesome.
Yeah, that would be very cool. I'm excited to see what he's working on. Thank you so much, GFN Poolside, for that collaboration for this on the spot. Appreciate that. We got the final Elex giveaway of the night we're going to do right now before we go to commercial break. This one is for Xbox, guys. Yep. We did Steam, we did PS4. This final giveaway is for Xbox. We have $150 worth of games away tonight, guys.
Yeah.
These are all $50 games. $150 worth of games given away tonight. So get in on that if you're an Xbox guy. Kelly will put the giveaway into the chat, and when we come back from a commercial break, we'll find out who won that. So hold on tight, Miss Mel. We'll be back in approximately 90 seconds. Welcome back, Level Uppers, to the Level Up Show, episode 196. This is a gaming dedicated talk show on every Sunday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. If you like what we're doing at any point, please hit that heart button here at twitch.tv/Level Up Show. Make sure to turn on notifications so you get alerts when we go live. Thank you to so many subs tonight. Lots of new subs. I think 3 or 4 brand new subs, bringing us back up to 67, which is amazing.
Incoming.
It got filtered, Seto. Whale come back. Yeah, I think it thought you were trying to say whale come there.
Oh my god.
So you be less dirty, less sexual innuendo with your
Message incoming.
Happy Sunday. Except now it's Monday. Drew still smells bad. Signed, Johnny Poolside.
Damn you, Johnny. Damn you. Who won the giveaway? Let's see. It was Split Maniac and Already Whispered. Kelly, you are awesome. Thank you so much. Already whispered them and everything. Congratulations, Split Maniac, on winning Elex on Xbox One.
Kelly got wasted last night and flipped a trampoline over the neighbor's fence.
Is that the true story?
Yeah, it was on Snapchat.
Wow. I didn't see this. I need to check out Snapchat. I missed this. Johnny, you are a horrible person for saying that. How dare you? All right, moving on. The final part of the night, we're going to go into subscriber-only chat for this. We're going to bring that back. We're back in the subscribers-only chat. Give it back to the subscribers. Did that work? Is it subscriber, maybe? Or is it backslash? It might be backslash. Haven't done it in a while. That's it. We are now in subscriber-only chat, guys, for the remainder of the show. We'll bring it back to everybody for like the last couple minutes. But for now, subscriber-only chat while we go through Black Friday deals.
Boy.
Yeah. So we got a good compilation here done by Reset Era. I think it was who we have. Resetera. How do you say it?
I unfortunately I say Reset Era, but I think it's Resetera.
It's Resetera because it's like etc.
Etc. Reset.
Yeah, Reset Era.
But I think I read it as Reset Era.
Yeah.
And it kind of
everybody says it.
Incoming.
Drew loves Mass Effect.
Oh, buddy. Oh man, you guys are pushing buttons now. Oh man.
Worth it.
Oh man, you better watch out. All right, let's look through the list here. We'll zoom in a little closer. All right, let's go through Best Buy first. They just have the plain $200 PS4. A lot of places have that, but there are a few that are giving away little special something with it. This is pretty cool. PlayStation VR Gran Turismo Sport bundle for $300. Awesome. That's not bad at all. Comes with the camera too. Camera, Gran Turismo Sport, and PlayStation VR. DualShock 4s. That includes the transparent ones. They got the transparent ones also.
Interesting.
Down to $40.
That's the standard sale price, so that's not really that crazy.
Xbox One S, the 500 gig at $190.
That's pretty cheap, man.
I know what they're doing. They're trying to go $10 lower than PlayStation, but if you are smart, you'll realize that it's only 500 gigabytes as opposed to 1 terabyte with the PS4. Yep. So that's where like you're definitely getting a better value for the PS4. But this is pretty good. A 500 gigabyte Xbox One S with the Madden 18 and second controller for $230. That's pretty damn good. The controller for Xbox 440 and Xbox Live Gold 3 months, not bad. A lot of headsets on sale. Any of these good?
No.
No, none of them are good?
I mean, they're Turtle Beach. They're okay. There's nothing really crazy right there.
I'm surprised World War II is discounted for Black Friday.
Yeah, I am $40. A little bit, but I'm surprised that if they're discounting for Black Friday, nothing else is. Like Battlefield or Battlefront.
Well, let's see. These are the other ones. So that's $40, $35. You got Assassin's Creed Origins down to $35. That's pretty crazy. And smart. Fractured But Whole. Man,
also
I might
very
have.
Smart.
Wait, no, you said you would let me borrow it, didn't you?
Yeah, if you want it, I was about to sell it, but if you think you're gonna play it, I'd rather sell it and get some money back for
Sell it. Go ahead.
a
I
waste
don't know
of
when
time
I'll
in
ever
my
get
life.
around to it.
Right.
So go ahead and sell it. What else is good in there?
Need for Speed's not bad, I guess.
I heard Sims 4 is not a very good port on the consoles.
Oh,
I
really?
heard it's really half-assed,
Oh,
unfortunately.
that really sucks.
Shadow of War.
Shadow of War is
30.
a really good deal on there. Project Cars 2 is also a really good deal because that's pretty new. All the sports games
Overwatch
are okay.
Game of the Year edition. For 30.
Overwatch Game of the Year edition is average sale price.
Oh,
That's actually
man.
nothing special.
Persona
5.
5.
That's why I'm debating grabbing it.
Yeah.
Because it's only going to be $30, and I think I might just take that risk.
Right.
Battlefield 1 Revolution edition I might grab as well. I wish it was for PC though, so I'm not really sure if I'm going to do that or not. Let's see.
Let's see.
else.
$25.
Wolfenstein 2
Wolfenstein
is
2?
really good deal for
Oh
that.
man, I might have to get that. I
Yeah.
might have to pick that one up.
All right, cool.
It depends on when I'm going to play it though. Could it get?
I think you should pick up Nier Automata before you get that.
That's true. Nier's a very. When am I going to ever play Nier though? In like the near future though, like after
When are you
Persona
gonna play
5.
Wolfenstein?
Wolfenstein is like a 10-hour or 12-hour like
That's
probably
true.
campaign,
You could
right?
probably play-
That's
yeah,
something
you
I
could
could
probably
fit
play
in.
pretty-
Nier
pretty
Automata is a
well.
40 to 50-hour RPG, and I'm going through Persona 5 right now.
Yeah, that's true.
I feel like Wolfenstein 2 makes more sense. That being said, I need to play Wolfenstein 1 first though,
Yes.
so that's tough. I don't know. I'll have to think about that. It
Well,
might
you
drop
don't need
lower
to.
than that by the time I
You absolutely
Actually-
don't need to play Wolfenstein 1.
feel like I should though.
I mean, yeah, but I think at this point, just do it. Just get it.
$20. Wildlands, Uncharted Lost Legacy, Zero Dawn. There you go, guys.
Mm-hmm.
$20 for Zero Dawn.
Everybody's Golf at $20, not bad at all. Final Fantasy 15 at $20.
Do it,
I might
guys.
grab
Do
that.
it.
You know what? No, I'm waiting for the PC.
Waiting for the
that's
PC
right.
version, yeah.
Anything else? In there?
that's
Resident Evil
bad.
7. That's what I was gonna grab too. Resident Evil 7 is gonna be $20. I'll grab that.
I might do this.
Really, dude? It's and,
It
well, I
has
mean, I
Birth
guess
by
it's
Sleep.
fine.
I've been waiting forever to play Birth by Sleep.
That's fine. I mean, it's also like 4 hours long.
Birth by Sleep is?
No, 2.8.
Yeah, the actual like new stuff in
Yeah.
it. Yeah, it's very short.
Rise of the Tomb Raider, $20 finally. So I might grab that.
That was given away with the Humble Bundle recently.
Yeah, I know. I missed out on it like an asshole.
Okay.
Final Fantasy 14. Nothing crazy there.
$15 for Xbox. One
Xbox.
X. Until Dawn is excellent, guys. If you've never played Until Dawn,
That's a common sale price though. There's
Ratchet
nothing
and
in there that's
Clank,
crazy.
little that should be lower than that. Yeah, these are actually not as low as they feel like they should be at this point.
No. For Honor.
Mass
is
Effect
interesting.
Andromeda down to 15.
Yeah, For Honor interesting too.
Yeah,
Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
not seeing anything too crazy there.
No, Ukulele at 50
Oh,
is
wait,
not
what's
bad.
this? Wolfenstein the 2-pack. What the hell is that?
The 1 and 2, or 1 and like the extra game off of 1.
Oh, the DLC.
Yeah,
$15 then?
it was
okay.
like standalone DLC.
Yeah.
which was actually pretty good. So that's not bad for that. So if you want to do that, go ahead. But I think you're fine playing it.
So
by
these are
itself.
unknown prices. PSVR, you can get rigs for 20. All the other ones are unknown.
Yeah, not bad. Wait, what was that for 3DS? Anything good?
Oh, shit.
Nope. Jesus, you're
Don't
all
move
over the
that
place.
quickly.
Keep going down. Link, Pokemon games on sale are actually really good. Both of those, actually all 4 of those are really great. So yeah, any of those for $20 is worth grabbing.
Breath of the Wild, the Explorers Edition. That's like
The DLC and everything like that.
Oh,
I
okay.
believe. So that's actually not a bad deal because the DLCs are like $20 for the season pass. So let's see right there.
Let's move to somewhere else. This is all Best Buy. Let's go to Target. Let's see what they got. They're the ones that... This is pretty crazy. This is what's really exciting to me. PlayStation VR Core.
Right.
Just the headset.
Right.
For $200. Like, I have everything I need. I have
right,
a camera. I
and
have
that's
2
why
move
I'm like,
controllers.
I want to see. I don't have the move controllers, but still, you can get them relatively cheap.
Yeah.
You know, I have the camera. I debated grabbing that. I just can't justify grabbing it for
Also
myself.
cool. You guys can stock up on $10 cheaper PlayStation
Actually,
Plus
right
and
now,
Xbox.
PlayStation Plus is $40 for a year.
Really?
Like Best Buy, Target, everywhere. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So I might grab 1 or 2.
Oh, see, here's what I was talking about. This is pretty good.
Yeah,
Because
with
they
the
add on
gift
that
card.
little bit of incentive with
Yep,
the $25 gift
absolutely.
card. So
And you
Target's
can use it
definitely
right
better
away.
than Best Buy
Yeah,
so far
absolutely.
when it comes to the consoles. 45. See, that's not as good as Best Buy there.
But 35 for Assassin's Creed.
That's the same as
Oh, is
Best
it?
Buy. Yep.
Was it? All right.
Same. See, these are the same. Middle Earth is the same.
And usually that's what you'll see.
Yeah,
For
a lot
most
of the
these,
same.
There'll be a lot of the same things.
See, Best Buy was cheaper here. Horizon Zero Dawn was 20 at Best Buy.
Gotcha.
So it does seem like there's a little bit of variation there, guys. You're gonna want to try and keep an eye on. Let's see, what do we got here? Anything for Switch? No, same $60 for the.
Yeah.
It's either 25 here as opposed to 20.
Right, for a lot of their
So
3DS
the
games.
games seem to be a little better at Best Buy, but the hardware is a little better at Target.
Which it usually ends up being like that if they ever do it.
Let's see. This is the exact same as Best Buy.
Yeah, all the hardware is the same.
Yep, exactly the same so far.
Yep.
Little more expensive for World War II. It was $40 at Best Buy. Oh my God, stop doing that.
Wait, go up actually again. World War II and Infinite Warfare Special Edition. That's interesting.
That's not bad.
Because that means that you get Modern Warfare 1 remaster in that too. So that's 3 games for $60.
Not bad.
That's actually a pretty good deal.
Origins $30. Oh, see, that's good. That was $35 at both Best Buy and Target.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. I think this is the cheapest.
Yeah,
You'll find
that's pretty
Assassin's
good.
Creed Origins. That's pretty damn good. Same with Destiny 2. $30. That's not bad. Middle Earth, Shadow of War, Wolfenstein. These are all good prices here.
Yep, I agree.
Walmart's got some pretty good ones. Horizon Zero Dawn back down to 20.
Yep.
A lot of the
Nothing
same
else
ones
crazy.
there.
Prey is in there. I saw, which I didn't
See, that's
what
even
else
cheaper.
yet.
$15 at the other ones, but Mass Effect
12.
Andromeda $12
That's crazy,
at Walmart.
man.
That's pretty low.
That's really insane.
If that was something you're waiting for, still looking for. Oh, hey, special edition for Breath of the Wild, cheaper here
Wow.
at
50
Walmart.
bucks.
They got it for $50 instead.
Mario and Rabbids for $30.
Yeah, they even
That's
bolded that
good.
on here.
That's really good.
That is really good.
Oh man, I debated grabbing that before, but I didn't want to, and now
Walmart's got some good stuff.
Walmart has some good deals on this stuff. Oh, the Switch with Mario or Zelda wire controller. That's weird. I've never seen that before. Toys R Us is relatively
The same so far with
Yeah.
hardware.
Okay, keep going. 45,
No.
40. Keep going.
No, they're more expensive in everything so far.
Well, not more expensive. They're just more the same.
They're like $5 more or the same.
Yeah.
Skip Toys R Us, guys. Yeah.
Switch.
GameStop.
Nope. GameStop.
Oh, see, that's pretty good. That's real good. PlayStation 4 1 terabyte and a $50 gift card for
That's
$200.
huge.
GameStop has the best then. Guys.
I'm debating grabbing one because I want to get the slim version with the terabyte and then give mine to Danny.
So if you're looking for a PS4, regular PS4, GameStop is the one to go to. That's the best one.
And then $100 off of all VR bundles.
Okay.
That's not bad though. And then Xbox One S with Shadow of War for $300. Now that's for the 1 terabyte version though.
That's not very good.
That's only okay. Yeah, actually, now I think
Yeah, it doesn't seem very good to me. That's like the 1 terabyte, same as PS4, and it just
Yeah.
comes with Shadow of War, and it's $300.
PS4 gold headset, $65. Not bad.
WWE 2K18, I think it's the only one.
Call of Duty is more expensive.
Yep. Oh, this is the
Shadow
cheapest
of
you'll find.
War,
Shadow
wow.
of War.
$25 and Wolfenstein.
I'm pretty sure it was 20 at one of the other ones. Yeah, it was 20
it?
or even 15 maybe at one of the other ones. It was 20.
definitely wasn't
Definitely
15.
20 at one of the other ones.
I
But
thought it
Middle
was
Earth,
25.
that's the cheapest we've seen Middle Earth.
Yes, that's really good.
Horizon Zero Dawn is $20 everywhere, it seems.
Yeah.
Same with
Wait,
15.
go up real quick. What was the one above this? Was that still 25? Oh, keep
Yep,
going.
25 is above this.
Friday the 13th for $25.
Yeah,
Not
that's
bad.
not bad, I guess. I've always said I'm waiting for that to go sub 20.
Yeah, I really want to grab it, but I'm the same way. I don't know if I'll play it enough to make it worth it.
Last of Us Remastered.
Injustice 2 for $12.
That's pretty good.
$14. Sorry.
$14. That's still good.
That's really good.
If for some reason you still haven't played The Last of Us Remastered, you can now get it for $10.
That's crazy. Anything good in there?
No, same thing for Zelda.
All right.
So the only one that had Rabbids was Walmart, right? Walmart had it for 30.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
So Walmart, if you want
That's
that.
pretty crazy.
Nothing from Amazon really. Super Nintendo.
New 3DS XL was not Amazon exclusive.
Wait, what the hell is that?
For pre-order.
Oh,
Like
it
special
looks.
new-
It has the
like
colors of the Super Nintendo.
Yeah, it
Okay.
looks like a Super Nintendo. That's cool. But there's nothing crazy about that.
Newegg, nothing different.
Yeah, more the same.
Oculus Rift
though.
Plus Touch.
Yeah, that's
for
really good.
$350.
Oh man, see, I'm debating if I want that more than the PlayStation VR.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
that's tough. How much is the Touch normally?
I think it's like $450
Yeah,
for everything.
that's pretty good.
Fries, I don't think it has anything crazy.
There's the VR Skyrim bundle with a $30 gift card for $350. That includes the camera and the two move controllers. So that's not
PS4
bad.
wireless headset, the gold headset for $60 is not bad at all.
And barely the cheapest you'll find the DualShock. The other ones were 40, 38 here. All right, that about wraps it up, I think.
I think so.
See if the Microsoft Store did anything special. No, doesn't look like it. Oh, one free game of choice.
Yeah,
That's not bad.
Usually they're actually pretty decent for their stuff.
Not bad.
Surprised I didn't see Dell in there at all. Dell usually does some decent stuff too.
There you go. There's Dell.
No, nothing crazy though.
Nothing crazy from Dell.
It's crazy. Usually they do.
They do.
They have some great deals there. So
Yeah, it looks like these are all the same now
more
for
the
the most
same.
part. Yeah.
Yeah, this year for Black Friday, it hasn't been very exciting for most companies. It's
Yeah,
been a lot
that
of the same.
PS4 getting finally sub 200 and even with a $50 gift card at GameStop, I think could be really big. Not only
That's a
that, it's the
shotgun.
entire week too. They're not just doing like
Right.
starting tomorrow. It's today, I guess. It's now $200 this entire week,
Yeah.
as opposed to just Black Friday, which could be big for them. Wonder if that's gonna make a difference when it comes to Switch sales.
Yeah, this
versus
VR core
PS4.
at $200 is insane too. Oh yeah, that's right.
Hey.
Xbox One S plus $45 Kohl's Cash is pretty good.
It's not bad.
$60 Kohl's Cash though on the PlayStation 4. That's the best deal. So out of every place, if you shop at Kohl's, PlayStation 4 at Kohl's is the best one.
Yeah, technically you're getting it for $140
Yeah.
if you shop
And
at Kohl's
then
a lot.
same thing, PS4 Gold headset, $70 but $15 Kohl's Cash. So it brings it down to 55
Wow,
bucks.
Kohl's is the winner when it comes to hardware
That's
for
crazy to
PS4.
me.
Yeah, technically, if you are somebody that goes to Kohl's a lot and will use the $60 Kohl's Cash in time,
Right.
then that is the best deal you're going to get. You're going to get
That's
that
awesome.
PS4 for $140, and that's it.
I get 25% off of that.
Do you really?
Yeah. You want one?
I mean, technically, it's still not as good as Kohl's. That's $150 for the 1 terabyte PS4.
Yeah.
If you went to Kohl's, you get it for $140 with $60 Kohl's Cash.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know. I have 2 PS4s already. I got
know.
one PS4 Pro. I got one
debating grabbing
PS4.
it for $150. It's not bad. But
Yeah, I don't need
anyway.
another one. I think I'm going to go with the Switch finally.
Good. Good
Finally.
call.
Let's see. Did we miss anything here?
Nope.
No. All right. We got all our redemptions. Wait, these did come through, so I'm accepting them.
Yep.
Accepted. And I will add the mystery bags and I will add the Giphies. Thank you guys for submitting those. And you can do that offline too, guys. Just go to streamlabs.com/the Level Up Show. If you want to submit Giphies or mystery bag items, you can do it even when we're not live, and I will add it to the library for you. Did we miss anything? I don't think so.
Nope.
I think Kelly handled all of the giveaways.
She did.
We gave Jay Hillard his sub.
Mm-hmm.
Congrats, Jay Hillard, on becoming a new sub. And I think we did all our wheel spins. I'm pretty sure we're caught up. I apologize if we're not. We got the porn stash Andrew in, fortunately, for Kelly. Mike loved that, didn't you, Mike?
Oh, that was weird.
Oh, you know what I wanted to do? I'm going to try out the credits again. Let's see if it works. Where's credits at? Credits. There it is. They need to add it to the Streamlabs like dashboard.
Right. Like
Once they do that,
why
it'll
isn't
be
it
really
not
easy. You
right
could just
there?
like roll credits live. That would be
Yeah.
pretty cool. Oh, that just brought me to another. I guess I can't do that. What happened?
Left up. Wait.
There it
we
is.
go.
Am I on the screen? Yeah, it worked. It just okay. Let's see if it works. Yeah, it worked. Cool. So we got 6 new follows, 10 new subscribers. Holy shit. 15 in tips. Nothing in cheers.
No cheers.
No cheers, but that's okay. Got those tips, got those follows, and got a lot of subs.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, guys. Really appreciate every single one of you. If you haven't yet, just hit that follow button here at twitch.tv/The Level Up Show. Make sure to turn notifications on. Make sure you get those alerts when we go live. I'll be on tomorrow night once again with Persona 5 at 12 a.m. Eastern Time. Let's see. Is there anything going to be skipped this week? I don't know. I'll have to let you guys know. Like, I don't know if Wednesday's going to happen because of Thanksgiving and
Same
all
thing with
that.
Friday might be crazy.
Yeah, Friday might be crazy too. So I'll let you guys know if I'm not streaming. Just keep an eye on our Twitter at the Level Up Network, level spelled LVL, to make sure that we are streaming. But typically Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Check us out on YouTube at youtube.com/the Level Up Network. If you want to donate monthly and have it be a regular thing, the best way you can do that is Patreon. It's the lowest amount of fee as well. So that's kind of the best way to support us at patreon.com/the Level Up Network. And that's about it.
Yep.
We should do a raid.
Yeah.
Let's do a raid as we
Stick
did
around.
last week. That was
And
cool.
That raid command now is actually pretty awesome.
Yeah, let's browse for somebody real quick, and then we'll go into the credits. What do you think? What game do you want to do tonight?
Oh boy, I don't know. Go down. We did what, Mario last week, right?
We did Mario last week. Yeah.
I don't know.
Want to do Call of Duty?
Yeah, I could just
World
do
War
Call of
II?
Duty. Sure, why not?
Let's look for somebody with
Let's
like
do it.
30 viewers. 30 to 40 is around where I like. Tacos is better than Nap. Is better than Stream.
They're in intermission. This says though.
They might be an intermission. Yeah. Most interactive streamer on Twitch. That's a big claim there.
Oh boy.
Let's check this out.
I don't know how I feel
This guy
about
says
that
he's
guy.
the most interactive streamer on Twitch. He's got a decent setup here. It looks nice.
Yeah, it's pretty clean.
Yeah. Let's give the guy shots. Let's see. How many followers does this guy have? Oh, he's already got 40,000. He doesn't need our help, does he?
No.
He doesn't need our help. No way. No offense, but we want to help somebody.
We want to help the small people.
We want to help somebody who has less followers than us. Let's go down a little lower then.
You going?
Here we go. Let's check out this guy. He's got a camera. I like them to at least have a camera. Is he offline?
Right.
No, he's not offline.
Nah.
All right. Let's see. How many followers you got, buddy? 1,005. That's good. You know,
I like this.
smaller guy.
I like where this is going.
All right. Let's give this guy a shot. So guys, we're gonna wrap up with the credits and all. You can stick around to watch that, or you can get involved in the raid. It'll be something you can actually join within the chat, which is pretty cool. So we're going to do it in a moment. But first, thank you to our producers, of course. They are Kelly Jellyfish, KP 2.0, Alex Bustos 98, Baz 023S, and Muto Crystallis. Those guys are $25 and above patrons. They make this show possible, and so do the rest of you guys. Thank you so much for all the support tonight. We're going to do this raid. Guys, make sure that he knows the Level Up Network sends their regards. Give him some love. Give him some level up love. Make him feel appreciated. And we'll see you throughout the week with gaming, talk shows, and game streams. Until next time, take care. And as always, don't forget to
Level up.
level up, guys.